Hey, what's going on, people? This is the Austinator here back with a live stream on the channel. And yeah, this is just gonna be a late night stream. I do kind of understand this is a little bit impromptu when most people are going to bed at this time, but oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. It and yeah, it's just gonna be more of a laid back stream. I apologize again for the abruptness, but at the end of the day, it's just gonna be more so me talking unless more people come out into the chat. Let me just well, yeah, it's pretty interesting, I gotta say. So welcome everybody to the stream. Just you know, it's better when you're talking and you're getting the ability to speak. That's all I gotta say about that. Because holy hell, it was fucking just oh boy, fucking mess. Let me tell you. Not gonna go on a rant on anybody. Just thank you to the other person watching. That's actually really cool of you to give me the time of day, even at 12 o'clock at night. 3 people watching. Yeah, that's really shocking. Hey, Deshaun, how you doing? I'm just sitting here on the chat talking because again, needed an outlet to speak. That's all I gotta say about it. I needed an outlet to speak, and we had 4 people watching. Thank you to those 4 people. I genuinely just, I don't know. It's gonna be more of a calming stream, perhaps. Is my audio okay? Sour, what up? What up? What up, people? What up? Hey, Sour, if you want, I can send you the link if you want to come jump on for a bit, because I need someone to talk to on this late night stream, 12 o'clock. And yes, I just saw that oh, audio's good. Cool. Yeah, I'm just it's just again gonna be a late night stream tonight. I know I keep saying this. I know this is kind of garbage, but man, I kind of just need to talk and talk and talk and talk and talk because I like I said before, kind of had a pretty interesting night tonight. I heard on Ninja Stream that he's gonna hop on. Oh, interesting. Because a little hot and bothered, but that's perfectly fine. Yeah, I feel that, Sour. I do. I do feel that. Because genuinely, it just, I don't know. I'm just a little annoyed. That's all. That's why I made this stream, because fuck, I genuinely, 'cause I'm going to be completely honest, Sour. I genuinely could not, I'm going to say it. You know what? Everybody, please share the stream around and please retweet, you know, so go ahead, guys, and do that. Anybody just, kind of a kind of a rough night tonight. Just thinking I was gonna have a more relaxing night. Then Galactic Chat, or I guess something like that happened, and oh boy. I mean, don't get me wrong, Galactic Chat is one of my favorite. Is a show that I like to do, and but this stream really, I would say, kind of irked me, kind of pissed me off, and it's not about what you think. Trust me, I know everybody's gonna watch that stream and go, "Oh, I know why Austin left." No, that was not. Again, there's a kind of another reason why I left. Um, it mainly stems from frustration because when I'm basically put on stream, I want to talk, and if I'm not getting the ability to talk, then it comes off as like, why am I going to be there? And enjoyed it, you know. And again, I'm not talking bad about anybody. I'm not. I'm coming off as just more annoyed and irritated. That's all it is. Not angry at anybody. Because trust me, it's easy to get mad over something petty. And again, I'm not gonna go on a rant video because I know because first of all, going on rant videos are just immature, isn't it? Like very immature. And and enjoyed. I do apologize for leaving. I know that might have came off as more like a douche move, and I do apologize. That was something I had to do. I could not stay on there. I couldn't. I'm sorry. I don't want you to think that I did that to be a douche. Because that's very immature, except when it comes to this Riverdale season 4. Yep, pretty much something like that. I didn't want to come off as more like a douchebag. I didn't want to come off as more like like he did it because he was being petty. No, I'm not being petty. I'm just saying, yeah, sure, I'll let you jump on for a bit. Give me a second. Let me adjust my mic. So let me send the link out. Sup, Zach? Thank you for coming in the chat. Long time no see. Yeah, long time no see. Oh man, guys. So interesting stream that was. Very interesting stream. I'm just waiting on Android. There he is.
All right. You were ticked off just like me. I can already see, huh?
Yeah, a little bit.
You could tell that I wanted to talk. Did you not? I had a pencil. I was raising it. I'm like, then I understand your frustration, Austin.
And it wasn't. It got to the point where I had to turn my screen on and I had to raise my hand. You know how ridiculous that is?
I know. Very. That's the thing. I just don't like interrupting people. That's the thing. And when I try to, I just get, do you understand what I mean? Like, it just feels wrong to interrupt, but sometimes in life you just gotta interrupt.
And yes, I got the subscriber notification, Zach. Thank you. Very cool guy.
Zach, for subscribing to him does mean a lot.
Zach, you were actually really, really good on that stream, I will say.
Oh, yeah, you were fantastic. Zach, I will have you on a future stream. I bet we would all have you on a future stream if we needed someone, my friend.
Bossmater, how do you talk that much too? What do you mean?
He doesn't talk. He did not even talk at all on Galactic Chat. Number one, I was kind of number one, Galactic Chat, that's the longest Galactic Chat that we did. Okay, and it's probably going to be renamed to something else later on tonight. Because that did not seem like Galactic Chat. Okay?
It was a mess. Let me just start by saying
it was a mess, all right? And I don't want to come off negative or anything, but there was someone in the stream that took over the entire thing.
Yes.
Okay? He basically was like, you need to be with me.
You're right. And again, I apologize for backing out. I was just very annoyed. Hey, Nerd Cave's here. What up, Nerd Cave? I feel you guys have had plenty of things where I want to be able to put my 2 cents into a conversation, but I'm just forced to remain silent. That's why I said.
Well, that's basically what we were, and it even happened on my own stream.
Yeah, that's bad.
All right? I'm supposed to be the host. I'm supposed to be the one who's talking all the time.
Exactly. Right? Well, also the thing was, here's the first thing that really annoyed me.
No, but here's the thing. I was originally going to end at 3 hours. Oh, my God. I almost made it 8 hours. Like, seriously, I might as well continue to did a 10-hour one, but then I refused. I'm like, you know what? I need to just end this. Austin's alive. I need to go talk to him and everything. I need to jump on, support a brother out and everything. Because I just think that we're not used to having that person on and for him to talk so much.
And here's the
You
thing, it wasn't the
understand?
fact that he talked too much. It was the fact that, we should have ended 3 hours. It went 5 hours too long. It was a mess. It was all over the place. It wasn't Star Wars like it should
It
have
went
been.
all over the place. Like, then we talked about Captain Marvel. We talked about DC a little bit. I mean, like, we even talked about Knives Out.
And look, I know that stuff happens sometimes in Galactic Chat, but for the most part, it should be Star Wars.
Yes, and I don't like where it seemed like this person that we had on, he almost like wanted to bash about Star Wars. Where Galactic Chat, sure, you might have different opinions, but you don't bash about Star Wars.
And the thing was, I was trying to appease both sides, so that way,
Yeah, exactly. Because you even said, yeah, and I actually like The Last Jedi now. Now, is there still problems with it? Yeah, but I think I grew to like it even more. I remember you said that.
yeah. And again, it wasn't because, and like I said, part of that reason why I left was because, again, I was I was interrupted constantly throughout the stream. It was like I couldn't even put in my 2 cents about something.
So
And even
I was just plainly ticked off because I wanted to watch the first episode of Riverdale. That's the main thing. I wanted to watch it.
personally, after the stream, I don't even know if I can even do Riverdale. I think after the stream, I'm going to bed.
Please. Yeah. Please.
Not
I'm
at
begging.
1 o'clock, man. Because dude, I gotta wake
Oh
up and I still
shoot!
got
This is actually. Oh shoot! Yeah, I didn't even realize the time. Crap.
yeah, and I'm usually asleep by then. But today I just wanted to do a late night stream because I want to get my frustrations out. Hopefully, actually have a mature conversation and actually have a conversation with somebody and actually
Yeah,
have it
because
ricochet.
Ryan, I don't know if Ryan can jump on or not, or else I would say.
No, he said he was worn out from streaming because of
Well,
the.
I can already tell why because I was already ticked off because this novel does mean a lot. I'm
And I
sorry.
get that.
For someone to say that he doesn't care about a novel, it's kind of breaks my heart in a way. Because this novel is my favorite novel in history. So, yeah.
Hey, Nerd Cave, Zach, if you guys are still up, do you guys maybe want to jump on for a bit? Kind of, let's get, because I want to have like a conversation between everybody. Like, I want to prove that something like that could work. Because the problem is with a stream like that, there was too many people.
I will say there was too many people, but also it was like a celebration at the same exact time that we reached 150.
Yes, everybody, Nindroid did hit 150 subs. Can we please give him a round of applause for that? Finally reached his end goal. Congratulations, my friend.
I might have to do a different stream though for that.
All right, Zach, I'll send you the link on. I think I have you on Facebook, right, Zach?
Yeah, you might have to post it. Do you have Gmail?
Yeah, I have Gmail.
You might have to send it to his Gmail.
Oh, Nerd Cave can jump on for a bit. Okay, cool.
Nerd Cave, yeah. I'm just a little bit ticked off because I mean, like, I wanted to talk, but I couldn't, and you know.
He said, "All right, Zach, do you want me to share it to your Gmail or your Facebook?"
I did not even get time to talk about the news of Star Wars this week.
Well, what was the news? Maybe we could talk about it. Maybe we can show what kind of
No,
conversation we can have.
we're gonna no the stream which we did. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna rename it. We're gonna do another Galactic Chat episode 5. I hate redoing Galactic Chats, but we're gonna have to.
I mean, I kind of did that with Shadow Eye. Remember that?
Hmm. We're gonna have to. All right. Like
Hey,
I'm gonna.
Nindroid, do you know what Zach's Gmail is? Can you put that in the private chat?
Yeah, sure. Gotta go on Facebook. Heck, I even sent Rob a link if he wanted to join or not because of
Oh,
everything.
never mind. I got his Gmail.
Okay. But I was being so ticked off. I
And
need it.
as a Star Wars fan, I I understand when people say, "Okay, I like the sequel trilogy," because again, we all have different opinions. Because if we don't
No,
have
but
different
here's the
opinions,
thing. You even warmed up a little bit on the sequels. You said The Last Jedi's okay. You know, it's not the best film, but you said it's number 7 on your list now.
yeah,
Am I correct? You
yeah,
now like it more. You like it at least. You don't hate
it,
it. You like it at least, right? Am I correct?
yes, absolutely.
Okay. So I accept your apology, Austinator.
Yeah, I apologize to him because of what happened during our stream.
Yeah, I apologize too. My God, the stream. It's gonna be funny though rewatching it with the first thing that you see is Emma.
Yeah, like that was good.
So,
She is obviously my best friend, guys, BFF.
but
Hey,
Hey, hello.
CC's here.
hey,
Hey,
How are you, my friend?
I'm good. How are you?
Well,
bad.
I'm doing all well. Yeah, kind of like Ninjoid said, bad.
Sorry.
It's all right. Well, it
Yeah.
also doesn't really help that I had kind of a bad day to begin with.
No, but
Yeah.
this stream, I was trying to make it so we would not have a bad day. Do you understand, Austin? Like, don't you understand? All because of keep on talking. I just ruined. You know, my mom and I were supposed to watch the first episode of Gravity Falls tonight together
Oh fuck.
because she never seen the show, but I had to postpone it all because the stream kept on going.
Hey
Also,
Zach,
we had to postpone Riverdale episode 1. Our watch along with Ryan. We had to postpone it
yeah.
all because of the stream. So
Hey Zach,
I'm
I
a
sent
little
you the
bit
link
ticked off.
if you're still
But
here.
guess what? I still enjoyed parts of the stream. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed parts of it, but I did not like that Austin barely spoke, Ryan barely spoke, Aiden barely even spoke, and Aiden's one of the ones which always talks. Deshaun barely spoke. It's like a celebration. Everyone's supposed to speak, but because it's my channel, I'm supposed to speak the most because I'm the host, and also it's my channel. I do everything. Like all the times that I put you in the trash compactor, Austin, that's for comedic relief. We need comedic relief on these streams because that makes the audience be like, hey, hey,
Right.
you know, and all of that. It makes them laugh and all of that. This stream, there was barely no comedic relief. I, I put. I don't even think I even put Austin in the trash compactor.
I think you did like once, I believe.
Yeah, and that was by accident, probably.
Hey, my BFF's here.
So I'm a little bit ticked off.
What up, BFF?
So I'm going to be right back, and I'm going to get a drink out there, and I'm going to just try and calm down, because I'm a little bit ticked off of how that stream came out. I'm a little bit ticked off due to just everything.
So, yeah, how have you been? It kind of became a ranting stream. Yeah, he did get a lot of likes on it. That is true. I think it was like 15, I think. 15, 16, something like that. No, I wasn't happy either. I'm being completely honest. I wasn't happy either. Hey Zach, did you get the email? I thought I gave it to you. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. All right, Zach. I'll send it to you now.
Um,
Sorry about that, Zach. That was my fault.
what is Emma now saying?
That you got a lot of likes on it, but she wasn't
Yeah,
happy
I
about
did
it.
get a lot of likes, and I thank you guys because that was basically our small celebration. But I did not enjoy it. I think it was the worst live stream that I did so far.
It's up there.
Shit. Sorry, dropped my phone.
That's
No,
A-okay.
No, seriously. I rather the one in which for 45 minutes you did not even hear me than that one. Because at
Okay.
least after the 45 minutes, we then got back to normal.
Yeah. Sucks to have a bad stream. Oh, God.
So now, you guys are making me drink Coca-Cola because of that bad stream. So,
Well, let me tell you about my bad day and enjoyed. So I was supposed to go out to eat with my family because it was supposed to be my birthday lunch because I wasn't able to do it on my actual birthday. And Emma's like, "Who is the other guest?" Well, it's our friend CC Loves Caramel, who's actually been a guest on our channel or my
Yeah.
channel.
Yeah, I was.
Their
I can't.
second appearance.
I
She
feel kind
wrote-
of sad now because I
she
actually
wrote
had a really
fan
good
fiction.
day.
She wrote fan fiction, and Austin and I read it aloud. Also with Ryan, in which was Kara, in which that was plain hilarious.
Well, to be fair, the fiction you guys read is not one I wrote, but it's one I found and thought you guys would like to read it.
And-
Okay.
I'm gonna be completely honest. That was probably the best fan fiction I was able to read.
It was not
Oh,
dirty.
God. God. And if you guys ever read a fanfic I wrote, I think I would just die of embarrassment.
Yeah, so I'm just a little bit. I don't feel good. I'm ticked off because that's my stream. I'm supposed to be the main one talking. No,
Yep.
and also Austin and Sour, they're supposed to be my main hosts. Like they're supposed to be with me at all times. Once Austin left, I was like, what's the purpose of streaming anymore? Because that's where it got even more out of hand.
Yeah, as I said, I thought
I was just
I had a good day
pissed.
because.
I mean, like once Sour left, I'm like, okay, at least I have Austin.
What up,
But-
Zach?
What's up?
Hey, Zach.
Hey,
okay.
Zach. I'm a little bit ticked off, Zach.
So funny
Oh,
thing
good.
that happened. So funny thing that happened today is tomorrow or within the next 20 or so minutes for me, it's going to be my birthday. So earlier this morning, my dad and stepmom actually came up to see me because I couldn't go home this week given the whole virus.
Oh,
Dang.
well, happy birthday.
Yeah.
Thank
happy
you.
birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Thank you.
So yeah, I'm just a little bit ticked off at everything. Like first EJ left, in which I already knew that was a bad sign.
Mm.
Yeah,
And
I think at
everyone
that
else-
point you should have just ended it.
No, but then everyone else started leaving. That's
Like
what
I'm gonna be truthful with you. I was trying to play fair ball the entire time. I was like, okay, I'll be patient. But then after 20 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, I was like, all right, this is bullshit. If I'm gonna be relegated to chat, I'm not gonna be on stream. There's no point.
Exactly. And the whole thing with the guy who's not going to be named is that you're a huge fan of him. we are huge fans of what we saw from him from Equal. I'm not going to say the rest of it, or else people will know. And what we saw of him from all these other great streamers and great YouTubers, but I'm sorry, I might not allow him to be on the stream anymore.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Especially with the big year celebration and all that. I'm sorry that happened, man.
Yeah, that sucks, especially when you finally hit 150. That's a big deal.
I'm gonna stream. I might stream tomorrow, or maybe
You mean today or actual tomorrow?
Shoot. Now that I just screwed up everything because, guys, I'm still in high school. All right, so I still have classes and everything. So now I'm gonna have to wait till this upcoming Friday to now do my 150 subscriber celebration. Yeah, I'm redoing the entire stream. I'm redoing the entire thing.
Yeah.
Zach, you're welcome. Anyone else is really welcome.
Yeah. And I just so I know, it's like, you can be honest, like, because there are a couple points where you're trying to, wrap it up and all that. If there are points, like, say I was talking about stuff and start up again,
No.
then
You were not the problem. No, but you were not the problem. You were
I
not
just
the
thought
problem.
I'd say.
It was the other person.
Yeah, sorry that
Right.
happened, man.
It's fine. It's fine. But
Yeah.
with
him, with that being your celebration, that's
it's just I'm just a little bit ticked off because like Emma just told me, no, you're up to 150. Just look at your thing. I'm like, wait, what? I got up to 150 just right when the stream happened. And I'm like, whoa, okay, this is gonna be the 150 celebration.
yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
That was.
I was getting ticked off. I was getting ticked off about that. I was gonna go on a whole rant about that because so help me, I like Black Panther.
I do too.
Yeah, I
like
enjoyed
Black
as well.
Panther because I like the story.
Mhm.
I don't care about your race. Of course, I care about your race, and all
Yeah,
that.
I get it,
like,
yeah.
I don't care if you're different. Do you understand? That's what he was kind of pointing out. You like Black Panther because you're that type of person. No, I like Black Panther because guess what? I like the storytelling that they did. I like the story that they told, and also at the same exact time, they told a story while it kind of showed Hollywood, hey, you can make an actual good film that has a great story while also representing a group of people that need representation at the same exact time. And that's one thing where Batwoman fails at.
Oh yeah, don't even get me started on Batwoman.
No, but you understand where I'm going. You
understand. For sure, yeah. But it's just like when you mention it with Batwoman, I'm just like, oh, no offense if anyone here likes it, but I just can't stand it.
No, I think no one really likes it, to be honest. Besides for besides for someone who works at the comic shop that I go to.
Yeah.
The only thing of Batwoman I have seen thus far is the Crisis on Infinite Earths episode.
Yeah. It's funny thing about Crisis on Infinite. Oh, sorry.
No. I apologize. I interrupted you. I'll let you go since you're a guest.
Yeah, and I won't. And I'll try not to like talk, Thomas. Since it's your show, I'll be respectful like that too. Just so you know. Because sometimes But what thing saying is I didn't like the part of Crisis where they reintroduced Tom Welling.
Oh.
Yes.
Right.
I think it ruined the ending of Smallville.
Yeah.
I get there's like
kinda, yeah.
I mean, you have a whole 10-season journey and you really care about it. Like they developed him well and the other characters, it was a good story. And he finally becomes Superman. and then they freaking ruined it with freaking Crisis. And this thing out when I heard he was coming back, that's what got me hooked with watching Crisis. I was excited, but I just think it took the biggest crap all over Smallville.
Yeah,
And you
it
know
really
what?
did.
And this is another thing why I don't like Crisis. You know how they said they shat over Smallville? They shat over
Mhm.
Batman,
Oh,
Definitely.
and it wasn't just any Batman. It was Kevin fucking Conroy.
It was Kevin Conroy. It's the one
Yeah,
that everyone knows and loves.
I didn't see that one. I just saw the one that Tom Welling was in. But if that happened, then yeah, that's freaking disgusting.
I will say one I feel that they really got right was the Brendan Routh's Kingdom Come Superman. I really liked that part.
Yeah. But he was also the only Superman or he was really the only guy that really got enough screen time and wasn't really shat on the entire time.
Yeah.
Until the third part of Crisis, and then he basically gets shit on.
How many parts were there?
Oh my god.
5.
Guess what, guys?
Yeah.
What?
But
The live stream that we did
Yeah.
was actually the most successful live stream. I made
Oh,
270 views on that.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
whoa. That's
Wow.
incredible.
Well, that's wow.
14 likes and 0 dislikes.
Yay.
Congrats, man.
Okay, sure.
There's probably gonna be a few dislikes later down the line, but hey.
You know what? I don't care. I don't care because it deserves dislike. No, guys, don't dislike it. Seriously, it deserves it, but don't do it because then it ruins the algorithm of my channel, and it makes them not share my crap. Because if I have multiple dislikes on that stream, then it won't share other streams and other content that I do. So don't smash the dislike button.
I feel like Ninjoid after this stream's gonna hit the dislike button himself. He's just gonna be like, no, I don't even know. Well, he's like, no, I have to do this to myself.
I am your father.
Spoilers. Empire.
No, but I actually want to kind of share.
bad
Can I
joke.
share my screen quick, Austin?
Oh god, this is gonna give me flashbacks.
I know, but this is gonna this is the only good part of the stream.
Alright, fine.
Emma.
That's a really cool mask. How'd you is that like a whole mask?
That's my BFF.
Luke, I am your father.
Now, Ninjoid, I do wanna ask this as a serious question. How does it feel that Emma likes me over you and Salad?
I don't care.
Well, I mean, she likes all of you guys, but I'm like top tier.
I'm her favorite one as a cousin, so I don't care.
I mean, I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just saying from
I was getting ticked off though with that entire stream. My God, it did save the entire thing. All 7 hours and 48 minutes of it.
7. First of all, I'm like, what the fuck? How are you going 7 hours and 48 minutes? That is ridiculous. I know we did it 10 hours, but my God. My God. Sour's just going to ship us, isn't he?
Fan fiction.
If you date my cousin, there would be words said unnatural.
Listen, we're best friends. We're BFFs.
Online BFFs. There we go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're online BFFs.
Whenever people say they like me, I just get just so confused. Because I'm just like, I'm not. Like I keep telling them, it's like I'm just a random person who's a nerd who has an unhealthy obsession with shipping and fan fiction. Why do people like me?
You know what?
Some men actually like a geek girl.
You know, you had to make it weird.
I like 2 geek girls. Their names
course you
are
do.
not going to be said out loud, but they
Yeah, please do not say it
rejected
out
me.
loud, please.
They rejected me. Multiple times. Well, one I actually dated. I
Hey,
never
at
told
least
that
y'all
girl.
actually were able to try it.
I
I've never
never
even.
told. No, but I never told that I actually did date one. But then she cheated on me with my best friend.
Oh.
Oh,
So, you know, I'm not gonna say.
at least y'all have like had a relationship. I'm 21 years old here, and I still got nothing.
I'm gonna be 21 by tomorrow, and I am still single as a Pringle.
I feel bad for you, Zach. My God.
Haha, jokes on everybody.
Yeah.
I have never had a relationship.
I know what I like, Death.
Now, to be
Sauerkraut, so you
fair,
like death. Well then,
Sauerkraut,
who are
I'm
you?
with you, my friend.
Wanting to woo death. Who are you, Thanos?
Oh yeah, Mistress Death. Of course, now you have to
Oh,
mention
God.
Mistress Death. Now I'm feeling a lot better because we're actually having a good stream right now. Now I'm feeling depressed again.
Am I the only one that gets kind of
I
bothered
don't
by
feel
the whole
depressed.
retcon they actually made in the MCU? Because when you think about it, when it comes to the first Avengers movie, they mentioned the whole death thing in
And then they retcon
the
it.
first
They
Avengers
retcon
movie,
it,
and they
yeah.
completely retconned it
Yeah.
and Thanos' whole motivation and backstory in Avengers Infinity War. Like, I love Avengers Infinity War as much as the next person, but what the fuck?
No. This is what's super funny. I go on like Marvel Wikia because I want to see what the heck happens. Guess what? They just think that he said death just to be threatening.
Oh,
That's what
that's
it says.
bullshit.
That's
absolute
what it says.
bullshit.
And I'm like, no, that is supposed to tease the Infinity Gauntlet storyline coming up.
Exactly, because Thanos' whole thing in the comics is he's trying to get with the embodiment of death.
Yeah, because he loves her, and
Yeah, because
basically,
he loves her.
any good man would actually try and do that.
Yeah, his whole thing is trying to become worthy of her affection.
Yes, exactly. And guess what? I love that storyline, and
Me
I'm
too.
gonna say, Infinity Gauntlet. I actually have the graphic novel. No, I don't like one of her friends. Actually, I like a person in my grade, but yeah. And
I don't. Yeah, I don't have the comic physically, but I'm pretty sure I have it on my Kindle. On my
no,
my
I
iPad.
have all the issues like that
Yeah.
were printed.
Though I
And
do have
also I
Infinity
have
War
the
physical at
graphic
home.
novel. Same thing with Infinity War.
Yeah, I have the Infinity War comic at home.
So is this whole Infinity thing basically the equivalent to what the Dark Phoenix saga is for X-Men?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
But guess what? Emma Stam. Yeah, that chick. Oh my god, she was so crazy. I was like, oh, I don't like her at all. My god, she
Oh,
was
good
so
God.
crazy. And I remember that she just left Emma and I at a football game, and she's like, "Screw you guys! I'm gonna go hang out and flirt with the boys." While Emma and I, just being cousins, were like, "What the heck should we do?"
Yeah, I knew some pretty crazy girls in my high school days too. Like my first day there, one of the girls in my class, like, we're up to talk and stuff, and then I make some kind of quip. She knees me in, well, the part where it would hurt most, for lack of a better word. Then a couple days later, she's acting like it never happens and like, hey, you want my number? I know it's weird, but that was just
Girls
her.
are crazy. I mean, like, here's the thing: in my grade, none of the girls actually want a relationship. Not much
Mm,
of them.
mm.
And I'm like,
Yeah, she was crazy. I just like,
no,
nah,
but
I'm
here's
gonna
the thing.
avoid you.
I'm like, I can see these chicks don't want a relationship now, but just wait senior year or wait
Mm.
junior year, and
Mm.
it's all gonna change.
Yeah.
Because I did my research. That's when chicks are like, no, we need a boyfriend and all of that. So I'm like, okay, I'll just wait till then. I don't care.
you've got to be kidding me.
Hot Wheels live action? What?
No, they're not gonna do that. But guess what, guys? I'm doing a Gravity Falls live action movie.
I saw that, and is this obviously? I know you don't want to spoil anything, but is this gonna be like a prequel, kind of, or kind of like a something different?
No, it's gonna be this one. The first one is gonna be based off of season 1.
Oh, like season 1 in movie form.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, basically.
Sweet.
But also, I'm gonna just pull some stuff off the side. Like, there are some filler episodes in it.
Hmm. How
that
many
I'm not
seasons
gonna
were there,
do.
by the way? It's
Two
been a while since
seasons.
I've seen it.
2 seasons, actually.
Oh,
So my plan is that I'm gonna make season 1 be the first film because there's enough episodes that I can make a film out of that.
how many episodes
Then,
were there per season?
well, that there was actually 20 in season 1, but I can cut down so many. I can be like, no, I want
Like,
the main stuff,
like
and
maybe
that's
around like 10 or
mainly
so.
the season finale. Season finale, and like introduce the main stuff from the beginning season, like introduce Gideon, introduce Bill, and all of that.
Mhm.
Do all that, and then the second movie is going to be basically the first half of season 2, and then the third film will be the last half of season 2.
Like a trilogy.
Yeah,
Sweet.
it's gonna be a
I'm
trilogy.
Trilogies are
I'm
awesome.
excited.
The Gravity Falls live action trilogy or
Mm-hmm.
something like that. I'll make.
Deshaun says Incredible Hulk is the most underrated MCU film.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yes.
I agree with that.
I'm not gonna judge. I just haven't seen it in forever, so I don't remember it that much. So
I
Yeah.
think it's a great film, but yes, it is forgettable, but I still love it.
Like, I think the movie's fine, but it's not one of my favorites, mainly because of the fact that I'm not a big Hulk fan.
Oh, I'm a huge Hulk fan.
but I do hear people talk about it all the time. They say that it doesn't feel like what the rest of the MCU films are as
No,
far
it
as
doesn't. No,
the
it doesn't. But it's still good. Still a
yeah.
good
Oh,
film.
oh yeah, but like I said, I'm not gonna judge the movie personally because I haven't seen it in forever. So, and I remember liking it anyway. So, I'll probably still would like it.
But yeah.
Yeah, Incredible Hulk is not one of my favorites per se, but it's definitely one of the more underrated films.
Yeah.
But yeah, with the Gravity Falls films, they're going to be really fun to work on. I'm going to say that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how because I'm planning on even making it even darker.
Sweet.
That's the thing. Like, there's going to be gun use and
Character
everything.
death.
It's going to be very dark. It's almost like imagine Riverdale with Gravity Falls.
What is Riverdale anyway?
It's like a crime
Um,
mystery show. It's a
Dark,
crime
edgy
mystery show.
version of Archie Comics.
The Archie comics?
Yeah.
I
But
thought that was
with-
just a. I thought that was
with
just a
crime
joke.
and mystery.
Like,
But
No,
with
it's
crime and
absolutely
mystery.
not.
But it's with crime and mystery instead.
And teen angst. And also lots of questionable decisions. Like in the first season, Archie is in a relationship with his like
with
30
his
to
teacher.
40-year-old teacher.
With his teacher. I know, right?
I wish I was making that part up.
I gotta see this now. This doesn't sound that good, but I gotta see this.
Austin, since this is your channel, sing us a song.
Dig diddly dong. My stream was
Sing us a
terrible tonight. Dig diddly dong.
Ooh, sing the
I
song I
hated my
wrote.
stream
very bad
tonight.
singer.
Hell yeah, do it. Well, wait, Sour, where's your song? I'll sing it if you,
Oh
you
shoot!
want me
No,
to.
take a picture of it and send it to me on Instagram, Ryan. I'll sing it.
You know what,
I
you
would
know-
sing, but I'm a very bad singer.
No, I love singing this song. I was so addicted to it when he showed it to me during lunch. I was just singing it under my breath the entire day. I was like, oh my god, I love this stupid song. I don't know why. But my god, but yeah, the Gravity Falls thing, it's gonna be very fun to work on. I don't even know all the actors because I just got a bunch of, to be honest, I just grabbed tons of things in which I saw. Like, okay, I filmed some of it, and then I saw other people on YouTube as like those characters. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe I just will put them right there, make the scene this, and I know how to do CGI. I'm gonna say that, if you understand.
And-
So the actors are gonna be very different because I even had to put a wig on me just to be Dipper.
Oh, you're gonna be Dipper?
No, I'm not gonna be Dipper. I just had to put on a wig. That's just the teaser trailer. Okay.
Oh
I
yeah.
just had to
Are
put
you gonna
out
have a starring
something.
role, or is it just like you're gonna be the one like directing and stuff?
I'm gonna be the one directing. I'm gonna
Ah.
write it and I'm gonna direct it at the
Oh,
same.
so there's not like a starring role or anything.
And
I might have a.
yes, Emma, I am okay. I promise. I promise, BFF, I'm okay. Just
Okay.
a little
Austin,
tired.
do you want to talk also?
Yes,
know
I
we
will.
should-
Yes.
Okay.
I was giving you guys a chance to speak because I know you guys were
Yeah.
really not able to speak earlier, so I let you.
All right. But I'm gonna be honest. I do have one role in the film. I really don't want to spoil it, but I guess I'm gonna spoil it. I'm gonna be Bill.
I mean, Sarah, if you want to sing it, I
I'm
mean,
gonna
I can
be
put
Bill's
you in.
sidekick
I already sent the
throughout
link
the
on
entire
Discord.
trilogy. I'm
I'm
gonna
not gonna
be
sing it
Bill's
very well.
sidekick.
Sing it.
Sweet.
I'm watching you. Welcome to Weird Mageddon.
Also, guys, while we're plugging stuff, I also have a Star Wars Last Jedi rewrite video that I did.
Yes, make sure you come check out that video. Oh my god, I love it. I love that video.
Is it like in its entirety so far?
Yeah, that's the entire thing. He did
Yeah.
the video. He uploaded.
When
He's
we're,
the only one which uploaded it on time.
That's good. Like Disney's being nice for once and not landing any copyright bullshit.
Well, it also might have to do with the fact that I didn't do any real editing to it. I just did like a Google Slides and I just talked over it.
Oh yeah.
He
Okay.
did not show any footage. Like I actually redid footage in a
Yeah.
way. I still love that scene. I'm
Because
sorry.
I'm
I love it. I love
somewhat
it.
intelligent. I knew Disney was gonna do that shit, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'm not even gonna try."
Someone who's intelligent. Are you saying I'm not intelligent, sir?
Doesn't that
Oh.
just irritate you guys though? I mean, it's Disney. They're like the biggest thing on the planet right now, and they worry
And
about
copyright every
copyright.
single video. Yeah. It's like, do you people have nothing better to do?
Exactly.
Uh,
I was like, since we are plugging stuff, go follow my socials. Yes, go
Yeah.
follow my BFF socials.
yeah, she has Instagram. Go check out her Instagram. She has like, oh my god, I don't know how many followers. She has a lot of followers. She has 835 followers.
Let's look at Deshaun's list. Let's see. We'll respectively agree or disagree. Number 10, Avengers Endgame. Do you guys think that's a fair placement, or do you guys think it could be higher, or should not be?
Your
on the list?
echo. I meant your mic is a little bit losing, my friend.
All right, is it better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's better.
All right, I was about to say that. Let's take a look at his list. 10 Avengers Endgame, 9 Guardians of the Galaxy, 8 Iron Man, 7 the first Avengers, number 6 Doctor Strange, 5 Thor Ragnarok, 4 Black Panther, 3 Civil War, 2 Winter Soldier, 1 Avengers Infinity War.
I think that's fair.
Perfect.
Yeah, that was actually a good list.
Perfect list indeed. Yeah, now I'm kind of Ren. I don't
Yeah.
care.
Endgame, he had it at number 10, right?
Yeah.
Endgame, I would have at number 2. Infinity War is my number 1, and then Civil
my
War is
God,
my number
thank
3.
God.
I guess
Hanzo
that'd be
is
my
here.
top 3.
Hanzo's here and EJ's here.
Hanzo.
Oh my god. EJ. Oh my god. I'm so sorry for having him on.
Hey, Anzo,
I hated my
EJ,
own
if you guys
stream.
aren't busy, do you guys want to jump on for a bit? Because we're
Yes,
going to be
EJ,
going on for
please
maybe.
jump on. My god. I hated that stream that we just finished a couple minutes ago.
Okay, to speak a bit of blasphemy, I did not like Endgame that much.
Oh,
Yes,
whoa,
Yes,
whoa.
Ryan. No. I'm not with sis, whatever her. I'm sorry. You have a complicated name,
Quote
but
Genie from Aladdin.
Tell me, Cece.
Fell
Oh.
on the floor.
CC. All right. No, but oh my god, Ryan, I'm with you with the Avengers 1 thing. I love Avengers 1. I prefer it over Endgame, actually.
Is it your favorite out of the 4 Avengers movies,
No,
like in particular?
Avengers Infinity War is my favorite film.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yes,
like
yes, exactly. Exactly. John didn't even know he was on the right stream. That's exactly true. Oh my god, now I just said his name. I don't care anymore. I mean, like, he did not even know he was on the right stream, guys.
Wow.
He did not even know he was on the right stream. I just sent him a link because, hey, I knew he was good with Austin, and you know, I knew that, like, I had him on Galactic Chat one other time because Austin told me he would love him too, and I'm like, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna just send a link to him. I don't care. So then, yeah, he was drunk. He was drunk, and
was he really drunk?
I think
I
I
guess
did
that-
see him have shot glasses.
I guess I would.
Glasses, I'm pretty sure.
Well,
I
that
think he
explains
was
a lot.
drunk during it.
Yeah,
No,
that
but-
explains a lot. Like, really.
Also, yeah, Emma, you are absolutely correct. He did make many racist comments, and
Yeah, like
he
the one that
okay,
really.
the rule of two. Okay, I'm gonna.
I was gonna say
easily
like.
explain.
Oh yeah, sure.
He was correct. I meant Hanzo was correct about the rule of two. You guys got to remember that Kylo Ren said he wanted the past to die and he wanted the Sith to die and their legacy and all of that. You got to remember that. So that's why the rule of two did not work then, because he wanted to die. He wanted to be the only one in power. So then when Palpatine showed up, he's like, Rey, I actually need you to come with me because we're a dyad in the Force. So yes, we are two. And all of that. I need you
Yeah.
because we gotta kill Palpatine. Because we need the Sith to die.
Yeah.
So, you know.
And yeah, with I haven't been able to read the novel,
ticked
but
off. I was really ticked off to him. And then the whole thing about the Jedi, like, oh, well, what's the purpose of them even being alive? Well, guess what?
Yeah.
You gotta learn how to have those powers after death.
like Obi-Wan learned, Yoda
Yeah,
learned, Qui-Gon
exactly.
learned.
Exactly. Okay? Like,
Were
did
they
you
the only
see
three that learned? I
see
mean, I
Anakin?
guess Luke learned, but
No,
yeah.
but did you see Anakin do all of that stuff? No. You at least saw what that he did. Okay, here.
Oh, can I
just
say something real quick? It's actually pretty funny. Is that when I was a kid and I watched Return of the Jedi, and and you see Anakin as a Force ghost. I was like, whoa, how'd they get him like that at like 1983? I'm like,
Okay, so
like,
this is the racist
that
thing
was just me before I knew about like
Okay.
special effects and stuff. So
Hey, how
Deshaun.
you doing?
So this is what he said. He said that Deshaun. Okay, so Deshaun's like, I love Black Panther, and then John comes out publicly and he says, well, guess what? Why do you like that, Deshaun? Is it because you're black? He assumed because he liked Black Panther that he was
yeah,
black.
he did say that.
And I could cut it out to show that.
Yep, and we were all most of us were there
We
to
were all
at least saw it
shocked.
happen.
We were all
Yeah, I wanted to say something, but I didn't want to risk like making things
Exactly.
more. Yeah.
Also, EJ, how you doing, my friend? I apologize.
I'm doing better now than I
I'm
was
sorry,
before.
EJ. I'm
It's
sorry,
alright.
EJ.
Sorry, Ninja. Sorry, man. It happened.
Yeah, as a fellow co-host, I do apologize, EJ.
He assumed. I mean, like,
Yeah.
has he even learned anything that he was on with Rob? Okay?
He was on
Rob
with Rob.
is a white man and he loves Black Panther.
Exactly.
What's wrong?
And they were heartbroken
White
when Chadwick passed.
Black Panther. What's wrong with that?
Mm-mm.
It's your boy. Do I have you on Discord?
You should. He's on Discord and he's a main person in the Storms Nation one.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
he's been on Rob's streams before. He's been on with you guys.
No, John has been on Storms Live
Oh
Like-
yeah, I get. It.
twice or 3 times actually.
I guess I may not have seen those ones. Yeah, he was just as bad in
I'm
those ones too.
sick and tired of him. Number one, I did not like what that he actually said. I was like, well, guess what? EJ, he just asked for your opinion, but I still did not like the dialogue where he's like, I don't care about their opinions. I only care about yours, EJ.
Yeah.
All right. I did not
Yeah.
like that at all, but I had to keep my mouth shut. And I just wanted the stream to keep on going because we were having kind of a fun time, but kind of not at the same exact time. You know, it was like on and off.
Yeah. He
So you know what? I'm getting ticked off at him. I mean, like, you know what? I'm just getting.
yeah, nothing to worry about. What matters is you'll be able to redo your
Yes, I'm gonna-
150.
No, but what's even worse is now I have to wait till next Friday to redo that stream.
Yeah.
Don't you understand? Because
Oh yeah.
I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna redo the stream. I'm gonna have to redo it because number one, I don't want that stream up and say, "Oh, well, this is my 150 subscriber special, guys. This is the real thing."
Yeah.
And it seems like no one cares about opinions in that stream.
What's It's Your Boys'
He was
name on
shaming us
Discord?
for liking the sequel trilogy, Zach.
Yeah.
He was shaming us for liking the sequels.
Yeah, he
Okay,
was.
yeah, that is
like,
kind of bullshit. 'Cause, like,
And
there's nothing
also-
wrong with liking the sequel trilogy at all.
Like,
mm-mm.
like I understand Hanzo doesn't like the sequels, but guess what?
But
He
he-
doesn't shame us for it.
Yeah,
and he
he
gets
does
legitimate
so.
reasons for why he does. So there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
Actually, I want to tell Nindroid about this. So you said that he was shaming us that we like that you like the prequel, that you like the sequels.
Also,
John.
yeah. Also, then he mentioned about the prequels as well.
Oh boy.
Then he started on the prequels.
Yeah.
Because I even remember Zach's like, well, what's your opinions on the prequels then? Because we're on it. He's like, to be honest, I hate them as well.
How can you hate the prequels? Like I love everyone, but on some level I can get like not liking the first two as much. But Revenge of the Sith, I'm like, no, that's some bullshit.
Sour's comment, EJ. Look at his comment.
Because for the record, like Revenge of the Sith is actually
Just
my
another
favorite of the
I
saga.
guess. I guess. Good to know. I mean, okay.
Yeah, like I said, Revenge of the Sith has always been my favorite of the movies. I guess part of it comes to the fact that we didn't have it on DVD at the time when I was a kid. We
Also-
finally got it.
also-
So
I'm sorry.
oh, no,
yo,
you're good.
everything that he said, it like he even mentioned then Adam and Rob. I was about to flip out. I'm like, hey,
Oh no, you're
I
fine.
even no, but
I
I
wanted
even
to-
tried. No, but I even tried contact Rob. I can even show it on Facebook. I'm like, hey Rob, are you free right now? I want you to come in here and talk to John and everything. But you know what? Because he did not respond back. I'm like, you know what? Fudge it.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I wanted to say something to you, but I didn't want to risk like making things worse. Like setting him off again. Get him on another tangent. With this dude.
Thing that like someone would say, he would then turn around and say something else that had nothing to do with that conversation.
Yeah, I guess that's how he works, huh?
I'll
I'm
say-
not Ninjoid, but that the other guy.
Yeah.
Also, he was shaming Captain Marvel how many times throughout the entire stream? Black
Yeah,
Panther as well.
Yeah.
It's like he doesn't even understand, like what happened, like why Black Panther is so special.
Mm-hmm. And
It's
it's
like,
even
I
more
even-
special
I
now
even clearly
because
said
of
it.
what
Look,
happened.
I even clearly said it. It was the first film that actually had good representation while also having a good story as well. Look at Batwoman. That's bad representation. And it had a bad story as well. I mean, like, at least Black Panther showed that, hey, you can represent a group of people while also having a fantastic story.
Yeah. And just on a side note, by the way,
Yep.
my theater is just a local theater, but the 3D when I went and saw Black Panther was amazing. I guess. Yeah. And I was gonna say again is that Black Panther's probably even more special now because we lost Chadwick.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I cried like when Rob and Adam and all them did their stream. I kind of cried a bit,
I
and
cried too.
yeah,
I think I cried like
I
4 times in
cried.
that
That's
stream.
pretty
I mean,
Yeah.
Throughout the entire stream.
Mm.
I love that stream. I still go back and rewatch.
Now,
yeah,
here's what I'll say about Black Panther. Do I have problems with the movie? Sure, I have problems with any movie. At the
Like
end of the
every
day,
single film has problems. I'm
but
not gonna-
at the end of the day, that film had such an impact that honestly, it deserves the praise it gets.
it
definitely.
does. It does because also
96% on Rotten Tomatoes, well earned.
yeah. Also, guys, here's the thing. Here's the most important thing about Black Panther. The most important thing about that film, Black Panther, is that it's the film that made that got Rob to meet Anzo, and Danny, and for him and for his channel to grow exponentially. Like before Black Panther came out, I mean, Rob did not really have a lot of subscribers, but since Black Panther and since talking about comic book movies, his channel grew exponentially, skyrocketed. I mean,
Yeah.
and it skyrocketed again when Rob was talking about Black Panther, and in memory
And Chadwick
of
Boseman's death
yeah.
even got him even more subs. It's
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Homecoming. It's like a trilogy in a way. It begins, there's a middle, and then there's a perfect conclusion.
Yep.
Yeah, because
And
without
I couldn't
I
have said it
deny-
better myself.
And also because of how Galactic Chat turned out, 7 hours of really nothing but bashing and toxicity. I did not even get to report on the news about Star Wars, about these two comics, which are great, beautiful comics coming out.
damn.
Were comics canon at a point, or is that just or is it just where they
No,
make
these
the books
comics
canon?
are canon. Since Disney bought Star Wars, all the comics became canon.
Yeah, all the newer
Wow.
Marvel comics are canon.
Because I remember a lot of fans were getting pissed because they made some of the books non-canon or something like that.
No. They made no EU books canon.
Oh,
At all.
Yeah, all the old EU books
All
are
the
non-canon
old
anymore.
EU comics and books, they did not make it. And I understand why you would be a little bit ticked at that, but George Lucas even said that they're in their own alternate universe, so you shouldn't really get ticked off at that.
First of all, Itchy Boy, welcome. I again, can I ask how long you were sitting in the backstage?
Yeah.
Can you hear me, Itchy Boy?
Actually.
Oh shit.
There's an echo.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a bit of an
Oh,
echo.
snap.
Yeah, I don't know how good my mic is, actually.
Hmm.
How good is my echo?
No, it's delaying for you a little bit of the voice. It's delaying for you a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of shit.
Yeah, I'm hearing this. I'm hearing this. That's all right.
Yeah, it's kind of shit.
But with going back to Black Panther, yes, there are problems with the movie. Like I said, the CGI is a nitpick. Yes, the elephants look bad. That's everybody says that. Even people who like the movie say the elephants look trash. But is that something that ruins the movie for me? No. God no. And does the third act fall apart a little bit? Sure. But at the end of the day, any Marvel movie's third act falls apart. Look at Iron Man, for example. That movie was great. And the third act sucked.
Yeah.
really? I thought it was fine. Just lined up with the rest of the movie. I didn't mind it. But I have noticed that was kind of a trend with Marvel for a while. The villain is similar in abilities to what the hero is. That whole thing. So that did kind of bother me for a while.
Like, again, but I also call it the Marvel formula. The first two acts are good, then once the third act hits is when the shit hits the fan. But I go by movie as a whole. I don't go by the third act and then this, that, and the other. If the movie is overall good, I'm not gonna say like, am I gonna say what's bad about it? Yes, because as a critic, I have to say, okay, this worked, this didn't work. But at the end of the day, the things that work make it stronger. Now,
Yeah,
if
like
it's a
for
really bad
example,
movie,
like the perfect example of a movie like that for me, where things fall apart, is Dark Phoenix. I really like the movie, but it's just there are some continuity errors that
Yeah.
I have problems with. Like well, actually, I guess don't give everything away because I don't know if I wouldn't want to give away spoilers.
it's also kind of one of those things where it's oh man, but also like a bad movie. It's like if your movie's bad, I have to say a movie's bad. I can't just be like, oh well, this movie's good because it's part of this universe. Like in 2010, I said Iron Man 2 was bad because it was an entire teaser trailer for the Avengers, and that's what Iron Man 2 basically was. Now does it age better? Yes, because it had other movies to kind of make it feel like it's really worth it. But at the end of the day, it almost killed the MCU, believe it or not, because the movie apparently didn't do as well. So they were like, "Oh, we might can this."
It made around like 600 million, didn't it? Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would say that it wasn't necessarily a failure.
It made around like 600 million.
So I mean, again, it's kind of one of those things where that's kind of where we were at that time. Where if it made 600 million, it could be considered a failure depending on how much.
And wasn't it actually more than the first Iron Man?
I think it might. I think it had more to do with the critical response.
Oh yeah, like I get it. Yeah.
Now, Iron Man 3, I still enjoy Iron Man 3. I have problems with it, and I have problems with a lot of Marvel films. But at the end of the day, Commander Chuck was stupid. I will admit that. It was very dumb. Shouldn't need to be in it. Did it really kill the movie for me? No. Did it kind of hamper my enjoyment of the film? Sure. But at the end of the day, still a good movie. The directing was good. I thought the acting was good. The action, yeah, it was kind of cheesy with all the Iron Man suits. But again, it's kind of what you expect in an Iron Man film. And yes, Tony acts out of character, but that's a part of his character development.
Out of character, like how so?
Well, I mean, like he's again,
I'm
like I
gonna
said,
head
he
out.
acts like that.
All right,
because-
Austin.
What?
I'm gonna head out.
All right, no problem. But I was gonna say, I think the reason I'm not gonna say he acts out of character. I meant like he acts different than the character he acted like in Phase 1. And with Iron Man 3, it's actually kind of interesting because they actually kind of go into PTSD. You don't really see that in a lot of superhero stuff. I personally thought they should have done that with Flash, the CW show, because again, Barry just saw Oliver die in front of his own eyes. You don't think he wouldn't be very messed up after that? Or how even Kara after Krypton Argo got destroyed? Like to me, that was just.
Oh, God.
Yeah, what's up?
I was just going to say that's the problem with the CW shows in general, is that they lack foresight.
Yeah. It's your boy. What do you have to say about that?
Me?
No, it's your boy.
Oh yeah.
What do you have to say about that?
What's that?
I was gonna ask you, do you agree with what CC said?
Wait, I can hear you from this phone.
Is that War of the Worlds in the background?
Yeah.
I think so.
I love that movie. That's my favorite Spielberg movie.
You and me
What
both,
Spielberg
Zach.
movie was that?
Yeah.
War of the Worlds.
Yeah. I also think it's the best adaptation of the book too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
I will
Hell
admit
yeah.
it's not an actual problem with the movie, but I feel like the movie could have push the 2.5, possibly 3 hour mark, but at the same time, I still think it's a perfect adaptation nonetheless.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Like to me, I don't like movies that go too long, or else it becomes because a lot
Like
of movies
story-
don't need to be 2 hours.
Like pacing wise, you feel there would actually have to be a reason
True.
for it to be that long.
It's actually
get it.
overly long.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of one of my problems with the Rise of Skywalker is its pacing, and you could tell Rise of Skywalker was sloppily edited.
Is it that where you feel like it was too
Absolutely.
long?
You mean with Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah, is it where you feel like it was too long? Or
No, the problem was I felt it was too short.
that's my main criticism with the movie is that I was on a Ninjoid stream. We were talking about it, and I feel like I love the movie, but you have The Last Jedi, which is like 2.5 hours long, but then Rise of Skywalker, which is what, like 2 hours 22 minutes, isn't it? And then
Something like that.
like I just feel like sorely because it's the finale of the saga, it should have been either 3 hours or just in any way the longest of the entire series.
Yeah, like it needed like another hour to really develop everything.
Yeah, because heck, if they allowed Titanic to be in theaters with as long as it was, Disney could have gotten away with putting a 3.5 hour Star Wars movie in the theater.
Absolutely, and I would have preferred a 3.5 hour Star Wars movie.
Especially at the end of the Skywalker saga.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know the YouTuber, but another guy I watched, Dave McRae, said that they should have either made it 2 movies and break the trilogy rule, or make it 3 hours.
To me, you could do either way, but I would prefer making a longer movie just so that way it doesn't
Yeah.
break the trilogy thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
At least with that, we may have gotten more scenes of the Knights of Ren.
It makes you wonder. It makes you wonder the fact that it's only 2 hours and 21 minutes. It makes you wonder how much was cut out.
Yeah, a lot of things were cut out.
Or if the original cut would have even broke 3 hours at all.
Kind of
Maybe.
loud.
It's kind of like Ninja's not here, so I don't know if you guys are Thomas fans, but there's this whole debacle with everything they cut from Thomas Magic Railroad. You know, this is the most interested I've been in, like seeing the original cut of a movie since Magic Railroad, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's weird, like comparing it to Thomas, but yeah.
And, you know, again, I have my problem with The Rise of Skywalker. It's not my favorite Star Wars movie. I think I've
No,
said
it's
this
not.
multiple times. Again, I still think Rise of Skywalker had good moments in it. I just feel like
Definitely.
that it would have been a lot of the film felt like if it was longer, it would have had more of a payoff.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when there's like plot holes and there's like apparent ones. Like Finn's plot line, what was he gonna say to Rey? That was never really brought back up. And
I
I'm
feel like it would
alright.
have been that he was force sensitive. Do you think?
It would be either that or he said he loved her. Because it's like, especially when they're sinking into the sand and he's like, I got something to tell you. Like, why would he wait till then to say he's force sensitive?
Yeah.
It's a little weird. It's kind of like saying like, oh, I'm in love with you, but like I'm almost ready to fall off a cliff.
Yeah.
Kind of
And
a
plus,
weird thing.
I'm like that freaking kiss at the end. What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh, don't get me started on that kiss.
I can go on and on about that awful scene at the end. Oh boy.
I wouldn't call it awful, but it's that like I never saw that kind of thing between them. It was just more like, you know, brother sister type relationship, but never anything romantic. Most certainly
Yeah,
not.
no.
Oh, Nendroid. Oh,
Book
sorry.
confirms it was force sensitive. Okay.
Yeah. Why didn't they develop that more? Maybe they did,
Why
and it was
didn't
just
they?
scenes that were cut from the movie. I don't know, but
Yeah.
like,
I
if
really.
you're,
Here's the thing. I really thought Ray and Finn were gonna get together.
Same.
yeah, that it
Same.
would have been obvious, but still, that's what should have happened. Because like I'm always gonna mourn that they never did because I'd seen a Force Awakens, because your Finn says I ran right into you, and you looked at me like no one ever did, or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Like that was clear hint that maybe J.J. Abrams would have gotten them together.
I mean, it's possible, but at the end of the day,
Maybe J.J. was gonna do it, and then Disney just meddled with it. I don't know, but
Who knows?
yeah. I mean, it sounds like I'm bashing the movie, but I still like Rise of Skywalker, but I do admit there are a lot of things that were just left unanswered.
because Ryan Johnson didn't want him to be force sensitive, but JJ wanted him to. Oh boy. See, this is again. I'm not bashing the sequel trilogy. I'm saying this is why they should have had a plan. You either have him be force sensitive or you don't have him be.
Mm-hmm.
It's really that simple. And
Would
then, of course,
you have been fine with him being force sensitive?
I would have been fine with it.
Yeah. And plus,
If
it would have
it's done
given
right, yes, I think it would be fine.
and it would have given more justification for him and Ray getting together.
Yeah.
And
And
they should have gotten together anyway, but still,
yeah,
like,
and
that kiss was freaking bad.
as a
Like
Star
it
Wars fan,
was. For all the problems I had with the movie, when I was sitting in that theater, when they kissed, that was the one time where I literally went like this. I was like, "Are you fucking serious?"
that was me as well. I'm not kidding. I face palmed the entire time. I'm like,
Oh,
I
God.
saw that movie with my little sister and my little brother, and as me and my siblings were in the theater, my sister and I just started shouting at the screen because we were so mad at it.
Like that was like the only like legit thing that I would say about the movie is like that was just legit bad.
Yeah.
now, as a Star Wars fan, what did you think of the ending of the film where Rey says she's a Skywalker?
I like it.
I was underwhelmed because you have Kevin Smith saying that the final scene in the final shot in the movie will blow your mind. How?
Yeah,
Not knocking Kevin Smith. I really love the guy, but
Kevin Smith was awesome.
yeah. Kevin Smith is the GOAT. So
Austin, honestly, when she said that she was Rey Skywalker, I literally almost walked out. I literally almost
what
walked
would have
out.
been better
Had
is that
enough.
even though. Oh, sorry. We can go. Oh, I know.
Now-
What to say.
now, I get it in the context, like the Skywalkers are more of her family than the Palpatines ever were. But
Yeah.
to me, it's like you bury the lightsabers. To me, it's like the Skywalker
sand.
legacy.
Anakin's lightsaber in sand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What
The
disrespect
thing he
that
hates
is.
the most.
Anakin just up in Force Heaven again, just going like, no.
you think that was done as like a joke?
I think so. My brother whispered to me said something like that. Like they're definitely poking fun at the sand joke.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, but yeah. Why would she bury them anyway? I know she made her own lightsaber, but I mean, if they're hinting at the fact that she's gonna start a new generation of Jedi, keep the lightsabers around.
I think it's
That's what I
more
was
like she
thinking,
did it out of
actually.
respect. Like she didn't want anybody else to have them. Like their legacy should be buried.
Yeah.
But basically, kind of going back to let the past die, pretty much. Like she put their
Yeah.
lightsabers as more like a show of respect, and then the ending. I get what they're trying to go for, and I respect them for it.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it just felt like it was just rushed. Again, there was not a lot of
Yeah.
development. Again, you do
'Cause
get some
look
scenes
at,
with her and Leia, and you get scenes with her and Luke, but at the end of the day, did it really work?
Yeah. For as much as I love a lot about the final act of Rise of Skywalker, my biggest criticism is like those actual like final ending moments. Like after the big battle's done, you have a few shots of them celebrating, but it's just a few minutes and we're already at the end credits. But look at Avengers Endgame. Like, you had the final battle, but then there's still like what, 10, 20 more minutes of like, setting up future films and wrapping up other character storylines. Like you know what I'm saying?
Ninja wants to know: did you read the Duel of the Fate script?
I haven't read it
I-
myself, but I've heard a lot of stuff going around. I do think the title kicks ass.
That was a good.
Uh,
I still need to
CC,
read it
what about you?
myself.
And I've heard of it. I know a bit of what the story would have been. I do like how they would have gone back to Coruscant, and I like the idea of Hux being a darker character, being Chancellor and all that. And it would have been interesting to see what that movie would have been too. So, yeah.
CC, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, like, I know of the Duel to the Fate scripts, but I haven't read it yet myself.
I read the Duel of the Fate script. I think I would have preferred that over the Rise of Skywalker. I
Yeah.
think it's mainly because it connects a lot better to The Last Jedi.
Yeah, like Adam pointed it out, is that it did call back to things from The Last Jedi, and it didn't try to retcon anything and all that.
No, I don't think it was trying to retcon a lot. I think JJ was trying to do what he wanted to do, and he was just more like, oh fuck, we got one more movie. Shit, we got
Yeah, because on Ninjoint stream, I was pointing this out as like you hear a lot of the critics saying that this movie spent its whole the 142-minute running time trying to pander to the fans and retcon and just try to act like Last Jedi never happened. I'm like, did you even watch the same movie? You know what I mean? Because they mention the Last Jedi because Cowan's like, yo, I killed Snoke. Poe mentions the Battle of Crate. It's just like it bugs me.
Well, one of the things that do kind of annoy me is like the lightsaber. We saw the lightsaber get destroyed at.
And that's my thing. Can you even fix a lightsaber?
I didn't think it was possible because, like, remember when Anakin's lightsaber got destroyed? He built a new one.
Yeah, like the one he had in Attack of the Clones wasn't the lightsaber. It was just his first one. But yeah, that lightsaber gets destroyed, and he just makes a new one. Same with Obi-Wan.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where it's like, okay, maybe he says, I think it connects better, but Rey being left in the other world with the Force for 5 years at the end and not being seen till the end with their friends is bad.
That happened?
Yes, you can fix your own lightsaber.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can actually.
All right,
Yeah.
TC, no problem.
I'm going to bed. Good night, guys.
Thank you for jumping on.
No problem. Night.
We saw the lightsaber get destroyed.
Yeah, that's my thing. Can you even fix a lightsaber?
Coming on, so. But listen, well, I can stay up for as long as I can here.
Yeah, like the one he had in Attack.
I'm not gonna go all night, but I'm probably gonna go like maybe like 2.5 hours. So
Lightsaber gets destroyed.
you guys are down for it.
Oh, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
as far as the fixing your own lightsaber, I could believe it if the Kyber crystal wasn't destroyed.
And I believe even at the end of the last day, you see you're holding the pieces. The crystal was intact. I just feel like the structure itself, I feel like you just wouldn't be able to fix it. And that it wouldn't even just work properly or anything. So
Ninja said yes, it did happen, and Ray and
Duel the Fates.
Poe would have been
Ray and Poe,
yeah.
like, okay.
I personally want Infinite Ray.
Yeah.
And heck, in Rise of Skywalker, I wanted Poe and what's her name? Freaking Zori, I think her name was.
Yeah.
That was actually a pretty funny bit where Poe's just like, and she's just like,
I'm good.
But I will
Again-
say one scene I did like in Rise of Skywalker was the scene where I believe Kylo was talking to Han. That
made me. That was the cry scene for me.
Yeah, that was probably one of the best scenes of the film. I won't
Yep.
necessarily say
Yeah, not only a wonderful reflection of how it happened in Force Awakens, but a delightful callback to Empire as well.
yeah. And I know like a lot of people would say, well, it didn't really work. Like, okay, I could understand that. Like, yeah, it could have been Leia that did
Yeah.
it. You could have done it with Luke.
Yeah.
You could have done it with anybody. But
Do
Han
we
makes
even
sense.
know what Leia's role actually would have been? Like in Rise of Skywalker?
I don't know.
Because you obviously they had to rewrite the script a bit when she died. I assume.
Hey Andrew, how you doing? Hey man, I played the Avengers game today. Beat the main story. It was fun.
Yeah. One thing.
Yo, what's
Yeah,
up?
so you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Only a wonderful reflection of how it happened at Force Awakens, but
It's your boy. Did you say something?
yeah. And I know, like, a lot of people say, well, it didn't do it for, like,
Okay.
I can understand
Ninja says just do Ray, Finn, Poe, Zori, Kylo Ren, Phasma.
Okay.
Hey,
I was
sorry
gonna
about-
say is that sorry if I keep interrupting, just let me know now.
No, you're good.
I was gonna say, can we all agree? Well, I guess not agree, but when we all saw Rise of Skywalker, who all thought like when they're breaking out Chewie, and then they get couch and all, who thought the Phasma was actually gonna show up again?
I'm gonna be clear. I thought so too. But I'm like, they killed her off, and it's like if they brought her back, then it's like then
It's like,
a lot
now
of
it's just
people.
Yeah, now I
Um,
mean now it's just getting ridiculous.
That would not have made
What
any
was-
sense at all.
I was gonna
That would
say
have been that would
Ray.
be like X-Men continuity errors right there.
in Rise of Skywalker, but he never said it.
Yeah,
I was gonna say is that
Emma's like special guest appearance with It's Your Boy. Andrew says, did you hear we're getting a Nick Fury show on Disney Plus with Samuel L. Jackson?
Yep.
I heard. I
I'm
did hear about
intrigued.
that. Yeah, I am as well. I'm not necessarily. I have to see what's gonna happen.
I feel like they showed Chewie
The,
too quick.
Yeah.
It showed Chewie too quick.
This showed who?
After
Yeah, his stuff
the
is like delayed.
got destroyed.
I was gonna say
Yeah. It's your boy. What I'm gonna hear. It's your boy. I'm gonna have to maybe take you out and then come back in because your video is like delayed. Because I think what's going on is
Yes, sir.
you're getting our stuff like a couple minutes afterwards. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna remove you and then
Nendroid says he's not doing well. I hope you feel better, dude.
yeah, dude, feel better.
Yeah.
I feel
Oh,
bad.
man.
But how
strong.
But how funny would it have been though if she actually showed up again? And FN 2187, so good to see you again.
I mean, it would have been funny, but I don't know if it would have made any sense though.
I know.
Oh,
I could just imagine the audience are like either booing or like, yo, what the hell, or just laughing their
Alright.
asses off. But like, shit, I was gonna say. I felt like I was gonna say something else.
Let's see here. Because apparently this is going to be a Star Wars stream, kind of what Galactic Chat was supposed to be.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you as a Star Wars fan, what did you think of Solo?
Me?
Yeah.
Or I thought it was fine. It's just it's my least favorite out of all the movies. With the sides, with Rogue One and Solo, like all the movies. It's my least favorite, but it's still not bad. It's kind of like the MCU with Homecoming being my least favorite. It's still coming from a set of movies where I think none of them are actually bad. So Solo would be like, I don't know, B 6 out of 10 kind of movie. It's fine, and I think Alden Ehrenreich did a good job.
I would
Rogue
say
One was the better out of those two.
Oh
Like,
yeah. Oh yeah,
100%.
hands down.
Rogue One was amazing.
Love
it's
Rogue One.
absolutely great. Loved it.
When I honestly, when that Darth Vader scene came up, Rogue One, I was probably the only one like cheering in the theater.
Yeah.
Like, going, oh,
Someone
hell yeah,
on-
let's go.
Like, I saw some random video on YouTube because when Toy Story 3, they're inside the garbage chute and they see the incinerator, they think it's daylight, and it was like, run! they do some kind of edit where because your Rex says, "Yo, I see light. We're gonna be okay," and was like, "I don't think that's daylight." And they edit in the hallway scene with Darth Vader igniting his lightsaber, and Woody's like, "Run!"
Oh
Like
wow, that's so
random,
cool.
Vader, that
random,
Vader
but
scene was awesome.
Oh
That
yeah,
was
it's
like
yes, it was.
that was like pinnacle Vader because that's what Vader needs to be is somebody
and
who's
plus,
like
weren't those the reshoots they did to add Vader into the movie?
might have been.
Hmm.
You know what?
I
I would
believe
have liked to
so.
see
I
in Rogue
believe
One
so. Yeah.
more of that. Just like more Vader,
Yeah.
just like killing people. That would have been
Mhm.
like fantastic.
And James Earl Jones still sounded really cool. Like,
Oh yeah, he still has it in him.
which makes me wonder how the heck they messed up with Lion King, because they can do it. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
Here's
like
the thing with the
I know it's not technically James Earl Jones' fault, but he just sounded tired, and it just didn't have that oomph like the original.
well, here's my thing with Disney remakes in general. Like
Yeah.
I respect the fact that they're trying to give like a new audience like okay, we're gonna make like a new film. Well, not a new film, but more like we're gonna try and give you the
Yeah.
But they need to stay true to the source material, but they need to make it something different as well.
That's
Because
why I
here's
loved Aladdin. I loved Aladdin for that.
yeah,
Oh,
like
I love Aladdin too.
I'm not. Here's the thing. I obviously prefer the animated stuff, but again,
Oh
that's just
yeah,
me.
like the animated ones are still better, but it's like
Yeah.
the remakes can be like, especially Jungle Book, like, and that's another thing. Like, you got Jon Favreau who did Jungle Book, and that was amazing. So that's why it got me all excited when they were doing Lion King, and it's a pile of crap.
Yeah.
No offense if you guys like it, like that's all cool, but
No, I didn't like it either. Because to me,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a negative review if it's A, nothing like the source material, or B, it's too much like the source material. There has to be like a
Mhm.
50-50.
Yeah. Do you feel like Aladdin was a good enough balance?
I would say so, but again, Aladdin is not my personal favorite Disney remake. I think Jungle Book is
Yeah.
still the best one.
Oh yeah,
I would
like
even say
Jungle Book is still like top 5 for me.
I would even say Christopher Robin.
Oh dude, Christopher Robin was my favorite movie of 2018.
Oh,
That was like
so good.
mm-hmm. And plus, if you know what the beauty of Christopher Robin could be, is if you think about it, it could possibly be a good like closure to the Disney Winnie the Pooh story.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
And you had great actors in it. And that's the thing about Disney remakes. They always have great actors. And that's
Yeah.
never really negative for me. It's always
I wasn't the biggest
way
fan of
executed.
oh sorry, you can go. I'll someone done.
Oh no. I was just saying it's basically just a matter of how it's executed. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. I might be completely butchering his name, but I wasn't a fan of Chiwetel Ejiofor Scar.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
It could
comparison.
have been better.
Like, you got Jeremy Irons, all sinister, long live the king. And I got what's his name going, long live the king. It's freaking over the top and it's just bad.
Yeah. Honestly, when they were going to bring my James Earl Jones back, I actually think that they should have brought Jeremy Irons back because if you're bringing
Yeah.
James Earl Jones back, I mean, it would have made more sense.
Mhm.
But would have been, but Chiwetel Ejiofor could have worked a little bit better
If they just
if only that the actor, the voice actor that did Mufasa was different than James Earl Jones. Like
Yeah.
if all of it were different, but since we got James Earl Jones, it should have been Jeremy Irons. Would have made
Yeah.
more sense actually.
And not to say that I think his whole performance was bad, but like where he kills Scar, the acting there is bad. And there's just most of the movie where he's just saying his lines and it sounds fine, but it just felt weird. Not because the actor's different, but I just didn't like the performance. And I loved him in Doctor Strange. So that's a real thing.
Be Prepared was like
Oh, that was cut. I
it
was pissed. Like
disappointing. Yeah.
I almost walked out. It's actually weird because I didn't even hate the movie the first time I walked out of it. It's just I watched it more and it just got worse then. But when Be Prepared, I was like, no, uh, I almost walked out.
So Andrew says, since EJ is a Captain America fan, did he know there was a live action Captain America movie in 1990?
Yep, I do.
Yeah.
I do know that.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I didn't think they actually did one because I know they did the serial number stuff, like old school black and white stuff. I didn't know they actually did one in 1990.
Yep, they did.
Yeah.
It was very low budget.
I've never
But they
seen
did
it, but I've heard a lot about it, and I've actually never been able to find it anywhere, like not online, or I can't find a DVD anywhere. So maybe it's just a very rare movie now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Deshaun says, which one has to go? This is like an animated show stuff. Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, Avengers Assemble, Hulk and the Agents of Smash, or Ultimate Spider-Man.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I mean, you could kind of take
yeah.
it or leave it for any of them, to be quite honest.
Hmm.
Oh man. I think I'm gonna probably go with Ultimate Spider-Man, to be honest.
I guess I can't really comment on this one because I haven't seen a lot of these ones. So
Yeah, I'm understandable.
Earth's Mightiest Heroes can stay because I thought that was good. I guess Avengers Assemble can stay. So it's basically a matter of Hulk and the Agents of Smash or Ultimate Spider-Man. To me, again, both I don't like really any of these shows because they just don't have that feel to them.
Mm-hmm.
Like 90s Spider-Man was very good, and Spectacular Spider-Man was great as well. Ultimate Spider-Man's problem was it felt like it was just so not Spider-Man. It was like Deadpool. It was just so dumb. Like I know like a lot of people like it, but Drake Bell sucked as Spider-Man. We can all agree on this. He was not
Drake
a good
Bell
fit.
voiced Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Oh god, I remember that.
Which one was this?
It was the 2012 show where he was like teaming up with a bunch of people, like White Tiger, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Nova.
I'll admit, he's not the first guy I would have picked. So, but on the like Drake Bell actually did have that funny parody film superhero movie. I still think that movie's hilarious.
Yeah, it's one of those like scary movie ripoffs that were absolutely funny.
Yeah.
And then like this was like before like they got really stupid and like just like
Yeah.
all right, this is dumb.
Yeah, I'll admit, I know Epic Movie is considered like, I think people see it as the worst, but I'm a simple guy, you know. I just look for a laugh, so and I got laughs out of most of those spoof movies, so I didn't really have a problem with them.
Yeah. Andrew says the Spider-Man cartoons I love are the 90s cartoon and Spectacular Spider-Man. That's I think a lot of most
Yeah,
people.
you and me both. I love those too.
Wasn't Spectacular Spider-Man canceled?
Yeah, it got canceled after 2 seasons.
Dang.
Unfortunately, it was a really good show.
Yeah, it was.
I think it might be my favorite animated Spider-Man show, or at least my favorite animated interpretation of the character. You know?
Yeah. Now, as someone, did you guys watch the new animated series when it was on MTV and like it had that weird animation and Neil Patrick Harris voiced the character?
I have not.
It's not too.
I don't recommend it. It's not bad, but it's not good. It has like Resistance, the Star Wars Resistance show.
Oh,
I hate that show.
It has the same animation style as that, and it's supposed to be kind of like in canon with the 2000, like the Raimi verse, but it's not canon.
Like for people to say Rise of Skywalker is the worst of the saga, look up Resistance. Why don't you? Because, like, I don't know if you guys like Rebels much either, but like you think about the ending of that show, they're setting up, they're gonna go looking for Ezra or whatever. I thought that's what Resistance was gonna be. That and actually setting up the Resistance. But no, it's like just a whole entire freaking season of them being on like some like floating bar out in the middle of the ocean. It was horrendous.
Andrew says the '90s cartoon and Spectacular Spider-Man and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man were my first exposure to Spider-Man. It was mine as well. I think it was a lot of
Same here.
people's.
Same here.
And speaking of Spider-Man, what's that whole freaking trailer that was banned that got a lot of controversy?
I think it was I think it was the World Trade Center one in 2002.
Oh, so was it like that? Was it like when 9/11 actually happened?
I would say right around there. Yeah.
Oh, I guess that makes sense because I've seen that trailer and it looks really awesome. I was like, why'd they ban this? This is great. Oh, I guess it
was
wasn't
also
banned, but they
kind of
just
like-
told it.
It's kind of like Spider-Man 2 Enter Electro,
Mhm.
where the last level of the game was going to be on the World Trade Center, but then we all know what happened there, and
Yeah.
they had to change it.
Yeah.
And Andrew, I thought we already answered. We talked about it. You did say to us earlier, and good. You know, I'm personally not going to buy the game until it drops down in price.
Yeah.
It looks.
That's what I always do with when new games comes out. I always wait till the price goes down.
Like unless
Yeah,
it's a game that I've played.
I got a friend who's waiting for that too.
Like it's unless it's a game that I really want, I'm not going to spend $60 on it.
Yeah.
$60 for a game?
Yeah,
I guess I do need to get out more.
yeah. It's like I usually wait till it maybe goes down like 30. Like my price limit is $30. I'm not going to 40 because I think
Yeah.
it's a little excessive.
The only time I will buy a new game full price if it's my most anticipated game that's coming out that
Yeah.
year.
Like because I know next year I'm paying full price for Gotham Knights.
Oh,
That's the
yeah.
only game I'm looking forward to. I don't care what game comes out next year. Gotham Knights is the one I'm buying full price. Because that
And
I
have
was
you
waiting
guys? Oh, no, you can go.
I was waiting for it for like the last 5 years. I'm buying full price.
And have you guys been able to see your most anticipated movie of this year, like whatever it was, or was it one that got delayed to next year?
All
I
of
guess
it,
it's
all of it
whatever.
got delayed. All of them for me.
Me too. My most anticipated of the year was Halloween Kills.
Oh god,
Mine
dude.
was,
I
mine was A
was
Quiet Place Part
excited for
2.
it.
Huh?
Mine was A Quiet Place Part 2. That was
Ooh,
my
yeah.
That one
number
made me mad too. Like freaking. No, I think Wonder Woman's still set for this year, but I don't even think they're gonna be able to keep that Christmas date.
No, they're not. We all know they won't.
Because they
Yeah.
moved it through West Side Story. So there you
And
go.
plus, like,
Unless the
obviously-
vaccine comes out before then, but even then I don't think it's going to keep it.
And plus, does that ever work well for a movie? Like, I'm not saying releasing it in December in general, but like actually releasing it on Christmas Day, like to open on Christmas Day, has that ever worked well? I don't think so. Or maybe it has, but
It's worked well for the Star Wars movies. I mean, yeah, they
I know,
made-
but it's like around Christmas, but you like to actually have your opening day on the 25th.
Oh,
Yeah,
on the
'cause you-
25th.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I see.
Ooh,
And
what was
plus, I feel so sorry for any of those movies that had to compete against a Star Wars movie.
Oh yeah.
Not to say that I would have liked any of them, like Alvin and the Chipmunks or freaking Cats, but it's just financially, I just felt so sorry for them because, like, dude, you must know, you gotta know, but you do it anyway.
Exactly. And you know what? My most anticipated movie of this year, I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, and I don't care. Top Gun Maverick.
I haven't seen the original, but I love Tom Cruise, and I'm looking for the perfect time to watch the original because I want to see the new one in theaters.
I'm seeing
Top
the
Gun is
original one
international.
tomorrow because it's free.
Very
It's free
good.
for Amazon Prime
Mhm.
members.
Yeah.
It's great. I would definitely recommend it. And
Oh yeah, definitely. Because I am a Tom Cruise fan. As so long as you never mention the Mummy, then I think everything he's done is great.
Andrew says favorite movie costumes for Spider-Man, Batman, and Superman.
Like for the movies.
Yeah.
Most likely from the movies.
Probably because it's the classic iconic look. I would say Michael Keaton's for Batman. Probably Andrew Garfield's for Spider-Man, and probably Henry Cavill's for Superman. Cause at least for the look of the suit.
I'm gonna go for Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield's Amazing Spider-Man 2 costume. I think it looks really, really cool. Kind of looks like the Ultimate Spider-Man suit. To be completely honest, it looks
Yeah,
great.
that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking too. Is I really like that.
For Batman, I'm gonna say Affleck suit and BVS. That was like accurate to Dark Knight Returns. That was great. Superman. Ooh, this is a tough one. You know what? I'm gonna compromise here and say Brandon Ralph.
Nice. Brendan Ralph,
I
is
might
that the Superman Returns guy?
Yeah.
And I'm confused with that movie. Because I've heard a lot of conflicting things people have told me, so I'd actually know what it is. Is it a sequel to the Christopher Reeve movies, or is it its own thing?
It's its own thing, actually.
I think it's its own thing, but it's kind of like in a new timeline where it's like it's
Yeah.
supposed to be in the same timeline of Reeves, but it was like
Yeah.
then they have to make it its own thing, not canon to 3 and 4. So
Because on the one hand, they open it with the opening credits are like how the originals are, and so I was just really lost on like what it actually was.
yeah.
I like the movie. It's just that I was confused in that way.
Andrew said Spider-Man beat Star Wars Attack the Clones in 2002.
Really?
I'm not surprised. I mean, Spider-Man was probably one of the most hyped films that year, so
I guess
And,
I guess that makes sense because Star Wars had already been established, so more people probably would have flocked in to see Spider-Man.
I mean, I would think that it would at least be a close call though, because like Star Wars is Star
Yeah.
Wars.
Did
But
that
then
mean
it also came
Spider-Man
off of-
was the top of the year for box office?
It might have been. I think there was like another. There must have been something else that topped it, but I think Spider-Man was definitely one of the probably highest
Yeah,
ones.
because Phantom Menace was highest grossing of 1999, right?
Yes.
Oh, and then Revenge of the Sith was highest for 2005. I can only assume. But I always wonder about Star Wars. I don't think I've ever looked up the numbers.
Yeah, I've never looked at the numbers either.
Yeah,
Because mainly, the only numbers I look at are like critical response and
yeah,
all
like the
that.
Rotten Tomato scores and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I'm on Box Office Mojo right now, and Spider-Man, the very first Spider-Man, made $821 million. Yeah.
Is that all in the
Worldwide.
U.S. or is that like worldwide?
It's worldwide.
Oh, sweet.
Ooh.
And then what were Attack of the Clones numbers?
Oh, let me see. Probably not that high because it's not a good
I
movie.
Because Phantom Menace made like $1 billion. I imagine episode 2 may have been like 900 million at the least.
No, it's lower. No, it's lower than that.
Episode 2, Attack of the Clones made 653.8 million. I think this is just
So-
in general.
Worldwide.
So it got outgrossed by Spider-Man, huh?
Yep.
Interesting. It's a
I
good
mean, that's
movie.
still not,
though, so
not bad numbers though. 653
Yeah.
million. That's good.
so it wasn't so it wasn't seen as a disappointment, huh?
Nah.
Sweet.
Attack of the Clones? Yeah, it was.
Oh, it was?
Willem Dafoe as Green Goblin, perfect casting. Could he work as the Joker?
I could see it.
As far as perfect cast for Green Goblin, yes. Joker, maybe. He could work because again, he does have the look for it, and he's a
Yeah.
great actor. It just, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like I could never really see him as the Joker because like once you see him as like one role, he's kind of like that one role for life.
Yeah.
It's kind of like with Jake Gyllenhaal, where he's like apparently he was gonna be Spider-Man, but then he becomes like Mysterio. It's like you can't really see him be Spider-Man though.
Yeah. He doesn't have like the nerdy Peter Parker type look.
Yeah.
Oh, good night, bestie. I didn't see that. Andrew says, would you like to see Tom Holland's Spider-Man meet Tom Hardy's Venom? Yeah.
I bet Adam wouldn't like that.
It all depends on how it's executed. I mean, I'm down for it, but it all depends on how it's executed.
Yeah, like maybe they can maybe adapt the Maximum Carnage story and then make it to where it's like it could work.
Wouldn't it be so funny though if they pulled a Halloween Resurrection where you think like Woody Harrelson's character is gonna be Carnage, but then they just pull a complete 180 and like the symbiote just kills him and just goes on to some random guy. And
Oh,
then
I'd be
that's
so
your
pissed.
Carnage.
I would be so
I
pissed.
will walk out the theater if that happens.
I would. I heard a
I'd
lot of
walk
people walked out of
out.
Resurrection, so I guess they'd walk out of that.
I didn't watch Resurrection in theater. I watched it on DVD and I was ready to walk out.
Like, let me guess, like was it when they were explaining how Michael survived, or did you get so far to where he killed Lori?
It was like it was all that plus it was a very boring movie. It's like it's
Yeah.
not scary. It's just the mask sucks. That
My-
Buster
my
Rhymes
first-
is in it.
I kind of enjoy Buster Rhymes on a guilty pleasure. I know it's bad, but it's just there's some kind of charm to it. I can't explain. It took me like 3 days to finish that movie because I was just hating it.
Yeah. And here's the thing. Halloween Resurrection is an awful movie, don't get me wrong. But I found another Halloween movie that is even worse. Rob
Don't you dare
Zombie's-
say.
No, oh, yeah.
I was gonna say, don't you dare say 2018.
The one, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 from 2009. That's the one.
Now
I like
was
that
bad.
movie, but I can get why people would be all over it.
Oh my god.
That was bad,
no,
but Halloween 6 was worse.
Oh, Halloween
Yes,
6 was
like,
atrocious
6
too.
is probably
Oh
my
god.
worst too, because the way they treat Loomis just hurt. That movie hurt me.
Also, that movie
Yeah.
made no sense.
It made zero sense.
I could follow it fine. I mean, I've heard people say it's very convoluted. I was able to follow it fine, but my only problems is how they treated Jamie Lloyd, and that because for the most part, if they had changed some things, it actually wouldn't have been a bad movie, at least for me. But it's just that the way they treated Jamie Lloyd and how they send off Loomis's character, if you could even call it a send off, was just a spit in the face.
Yeah.
Ruined the movie for me, and what took what I would have been able to call an okay movie and just made it an awful one.
Oh, yeah.
Andrew says, if you guys were to pitch the ultimate Superman game, what would it be about? First of all, there's no rings unless there's like a tutorial. Because if I see rings once throughout that game, I'm gonna be pissed. Secondly, you don't have to make it open world, which I mean, they tried to do open world before with Superman. It didn't like it could work now in like this generation of consoles, but I don't know how. Again, it's very hard to do a Superman game because it's like you have to play to his strengths, which is yes, heat vision, ice breath. He's indestructible. Now, unless you're gonna have the villains have kryptonite, like how is he gonna get hurt? And it's also another thing, like what kind of villains can you use? It's like you got Lex. I mean, you could use Doomsday, but then again, you'd have to kill Superman off at least for like a good part of the game. Or
Yeah.
Brainiac. Brainiac's like a main character all in itself. Maybe Bizarro. Maybe like a couple, maybe like obscure ones, and have Luthor be the main villain. Or if you want to do Brainiac or
Yeah.
Doomsday, do that as well.
And you know what else they could do? Like maybe not necessarily have the Henry Cavill look, but maybe they could have like the way his suit looks.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know what I would really do with a Superman game. Like maybe have the boss battles be cool instead of it being like the. Have you played Arkham Knight?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I haven't been able to play video games in a long time because we moved a few years ago, and there was some stuff I wasn't able to bring down. So a lot of my game stuff. But I did play some of the Arkham games a couple times, and I wouldn't be able to remember which ones they were, but I did like it fine.
Hmm.
Like I remember most of the stuff, Joker and all that, like simple stuff. But yeah, it's been a while since I played them.
Andrew says, if you guys saw Smallville, were you surprised by the Christopher Reeve appearance in season 2? I was surprised.
boy,
Yeah.
I haven't seen Smallville in so long. I
It's
forgot
great.
that Christopher Reeve was in it.
Yeah, like I said, so long as we say that that part his bit in Crisis is non-canon, then Smallville is perfect.
Yeah.
Michael
absolutely.
Rosenbaum was the best part about that show, hands down.
Yes. Why? I mean, Jesse Eisenberg, really? You could you really not have given Michael a call? Like seriously.
Yeah.
Are you
Eisenberg.
were you kidding me
Unfortunately.
with that shit? I like Batman v Superman, but like most people say, yeah, like the weak point is that is a poorly cast Lex.
And the day they announced it, I was like, seriously, you cannot have gotten at least Bryan Cranston to be Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
You have to get Jesse Eisenberg. He has nothing like Lex Luthor. He has more like the Riddler.
Mhm. That's what I was about to say. Is like watching the movie. I actually like in the theater. I honestly actually forgot that he was supposed to be Lex Luthor. I actually thought I was watching the freaking Riddler. But then
Or the
they're shaving
Joker,
his head
to
at
be
the end, and I'm
honest.
like, oh yeah, this is supposed to be Lex.
Yeah, and he was acting like the Joker too, more like Lex Luthor.
Mm-hmm.
Who is Spider-Man's arch enemy? Green Goblin, Doc Ock, or Venom? Well, that's pretty easy. It's the Green Goblin because he
Yeah,
did
it's
more.
Goblin.
I mean, you could say Doc Ock as well, but Goblin did more to him, more psychologically.
Yeah.
And besides, Venom becomes like an anti-hero, so it's like Venom shouldn't really
Yeah.
count in terms of arch enemy.
Yeah.
Now, if you were to say Carnage, then yeah, I could maybe agree with that. But if it's Venom, I highly disagree.
Can we all agree that whether you like Spider-Man 3 or you don't, that either way they just trashed Venom?
Venom sucked.
Yeah, they
in that
did
movie.
trash Venom. Gosh, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. Back in 2007, back in 2007 when I saw Spider-Man 3 in the theater,
Mm-hmm.
as soon as I saw Eddie Brock in that Venom suit, as soon as I heard his voice, and as soon as I heard him talking in like first person instead of third person, I was like, I left the theater.
Oh, you walked out.
I walked out. In 2007, I walked out. I have always hated this movie since I've
You
always
know what
hated
made
this
me
movie.
turn the movie off? Like, because I didn't get to see it in theaters, but what made me turn the movie off? You know, that stupid scene.
Oh, God, the dancing. No.
Spider-Man 3 in general is the worst Spider-Man movie. It doesn't, like, I know people give, like, I know you give Homecoming shit, and I know, like, Amazing Spider-Man 2 gets shit, but no one talks about Spider-Man 3, though. Yet, that movie is definitively worse.
It's because there were too many cooks in the kitchen. One guy wanted his vision, like 3 different people, each wanting their own different version, or something like that.
Pretty much.
And it's not even the fact that Spider-Man 3 is awful. It's a disappointment because, again,
It's
coming off
how
of
they handle
2,
some of the characters.
yeah, that too. It's like the action's good. Like there are things in the movie that are good, but overall, does it save the movie? No.
No.
'Cause even bad
it's-
movies have good stuff.
It's like and even with me, Spider-Man 3 isn't a movie I hate, but it's a frustrating movie because there are things that I really love, like Sandman is good casting and even a good storyline. Like you can sympathize with it, but it's just they don't pay it off at the end.
Yeah,
No,
like
no payoff at all.
They
And
had to retcon They had to retcon the whole Uncle Ben murder stuff. They
my
basically made Peter a
God.
douche. Mary Jane acted like a total bitch. And then you
There's no-
had
Yeah, I hated Mary Jane in this movie. I liked her enough in the other movies, but this is just like, no, screw you.
yeah, like
I mean, not you guys,
yeah,
but I'm like, screw you, Mary Jane.
And also, what the hell is Gwen Stacy doing in this Spider-Man movie if we have Mary Jane?
Was it Gwen Stacy though? Was it
It
actually Gwen
was not.
Stacy?
No, it was so not Gwen Stacy at all.
No, no,
No, it wasn't.
no. We can just say that. No, They can say it all they want, but that was not Gwen Stacy. Just
No,
shut the heck up and just
yeah.
thank you, Amazing Spider-Man, for getting it right.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Well, we'll get
Yeah.
back to this.
Yeah.
Andrew said better bail suit. Batman Begins or The Dark Knight.
Oh, that's a tough one. I guess. Oh, I kept on going first. I'll just let you go first since it's your stream.
This is tough because I think both are good for what they are. Head movement, I would probably say Dark Knight. If we're going by design, I would probably say Batman Begins, but this is tough.
Let me see.
I guess maybe it's because Begins is my favorite Batman movie. I guess I might say that it had the better suit. And I have to say that that's probably the best display of him using his gadgetries and all that. I think that was spot on in Begins.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's tough. I love both of those suits. Oh boy.
The Dark Knight suit was actually a bit worse, was it? Because there's in the things in the movie saying where he could barely move, and and he says, I want to actually be able to turn my head.
I think I'm gonna go. Damn. I think I'm gonna go with Batman Begins.
Interesting. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I just went also by head movement as well because like he would it looked like he had a neck brace on at times, and it's
Yeah.
like,
And even
I love the suit though in the new Matt Reeves Batman movie. Oh my
looks
Dude.
great.
I wish I could have been in a theater to see that trailer for the first time. I'm vengeance. And the thing is, personally, I know a lot of people were doubtful about it. I was like, just give him a chance, because his career is not fully defined by Twilight. Just let him do his thing.
Yeah, exactly.
He's also doing a lot of better movies after that. So
yeah, it's like
film Good Time, and it was fucking amazing.
Yeah, and even Tenet, to its credit, I didn't like the movie very much, but the acting was pretty good, especially from Robert Pattinson. I won't give it away if you guys haven't seen it, but yeah.
I mean, I'm going to Vegas in a couple weeks, so maybe I might give Tenet a shot, but I'll be honest. I think it's the first time for a Christopher Nolan movie that I'm actually worried because.
Yeah, I'll give you some context. When I saw Tenet, I started to feel weird, actually physically weird. I was getting a headache. All of a sudden, I started to feel very dizzy. I didn't know what the hell was happening to me. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe it was the movie itself because it was just. You know what I'm saying?
I have heard that Tenet is very confusing.
Oh yeah, it's a mess. Not because obviously big budget and all, it's competently put together, but the story is just a mess because you can hardly follow.
Damn.
And that's the thing though. I'll put this in context. I went and saw both that and New Mutants on the same day. Tenet was the one I was excited for, but New Mutants is the one that was a pleasant surprise. And Tenet, I just walked out thinking Krusty the Clown with the circus. What the hell is that?
Yeah, pretty much.
Andrew says, I agree Spider-Man 3's Venom was bad, but the Venom design on the suit looked cool, right?
I mean, for so many years, I totally criticized on how scrawny Venom looked in Spider-Man 3. But I also remember this. Wolverine is 5'3" in the comics. Yeah, a 6'5" actor does a great job portraying him. So
you kind of forgive it for that.
So over the years, I've come to realize that size does not matter as long as you portray the character right. But they didn't. It wasn't portrayed right at all. It's like Venom in Spider-Man 3 set out to kill Spider-Man. That's not what Venom does. Venom wants to humiliate Spider-Man just like Spider-Man humiliated him. Carnage
Like-
wants to kill Spider-Man.
Like, here's the thing with
Yeah, they
Venom.
just got it wrong.
The suit
So
looked fine, but he should have like I know like, but he should have at least had a few more muscles on him. Like, for God's
Oh,
sake.
yeah.
And plus-
yeah, for sure.
And plus, his wording wasn't even right. He was supposed to be like, we this, we that, but it wasn't even like
Yeah.
that. It's supposed to be like, what do you call it, the dual personality or something like that?
Yeah. And I know some people do say that the Venom movie with Tom Hardy is bad too, but and I know they fucked up on Venom's origins in that movie as well. No, they sure did. But the one thing they did give us is a muscular Venom, and they also gave us a Venom that is actually portrayed in the comics. So
Mm-hmm.
they
Yeah.
fucked up.
It might-
They fucked up his origins, but
Yeah, it might be controversial, but I like the Venom movie just fine. It's probably like with most comic book movies that I don't know the comics that well, so I can just watch the movie and enjoy it if I actually do enjoy it, you know?
That's fair.
yeah,
I think it's because again I read the comics. It was just a more of like things that irked me. But
Yeah.
I understand if people say like, oh, but like I will say Venom was better than Spider-Man 3, but not by a whole lot.
oh
me.
no,
Mhm.
it still has a lot of problems.
Yeah, it has problems, but if I were to choose between Spider-Man 3 and Venom, I would choose Venom.
Yeah, I
And
would
can we-
say.
And can we agree that one of the best things about like Guardians of the Galaxy, for example, was how they were able to replicate Thanos' look from the comic perfectly?
Yes.
Yeah,
Which
that
is why
true.
Which is why I'm mad they messed up with Apocalypse. I love the movie, but it just wasn't the right
Yeah.
look.
Yeah, we were all disappointed with that.
And like I said,
Uh,
Apocalypse was one of my top 3 X-Men's, but he looked more like Ivan Ooze than like Apocalypse. Acting was good though, so I kind of forgave it.
Unfortunately.
So Andrew, I don't really understand what you're trying to say here. If we got it right, Spider-Man 1 and 2 got it right before 3 made it worse. Besides, Andrew's Peter was a bit of a cool dude, not a nerdy kid like Toby. Well, first of all, did Andrew's Peter actually like force Gwen to look at him while he was kissing another woman? No.
No.
Toby's Maguire did. So first of all,
Mm-mm.
okay, yeah, the first 1 and 2, okay, I can understand why you would like Peter more, but like in the third one, he's an unlikable douche.
He was I would go so far to say that Peter was unrecognizable in that movie.
Yeah, like he's a dick.
Peter
And
was,
I hate to say that because I loved him so much in the other movies.
Yeah.
Peter was so unlikable in Spider-Man 3. I actually wanted Harry to expose him to the Daily Bugle.
Which is what Harry should have done.
diabolical would that have been?
Absolutely. And Andrew says people say Toby does not quit, but he totally does during certain fights in the trilogy. Yes.
Do you not forget? Here's your change.
I mean, it's cheesy and corny, but like it's like product of its time. Where it came out in 2002,
Yeah.
2004, you expect
Yeah.
that cheesy stuff. And besides, it's Spider-Man like where he's like, "Here's your change," and then he's like, "Oh my god, oh shit, okay."
I know it's kind of like that he's obviously not like a main player in the movie, but the only character that felt spot on was J. Jonah Jameson.
J. Jonah Jameson was fantastic in those movies. He was like the
Yeah.
one thing that I looked forward to in every movie. I was like, all right, I don't care about anybody else. As long as I see J. Jonah Jameson, I'm okay. It gets a 9 out of 10.
And it's so sad. I got his appearance in Far From Home. I got that spoiled.
Dude, I was like,
Oh,
I geeked out when I saw Jonah. I was like, oh my god. I did not see that coming, and it was like J.K. Simmons as well. I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, holy crap.
I hope
he was-
I hope that he actually comes back and it's not just like a one-time thing.
I
hope
want him
so,
to
too.
just like be in the background, being like, Spider-Man's a menace. God damn it, I hate him. Andrew says, when it comes to MCU, certain characters got room for me, like Hulk, Thor, and Spider-Man. Yes, I will agree with that. Yeah.
Hulk, I do agree. Thor, not. I don't agree with Thor.
Thor's
I agree.
development was a bit inconsistent throughout the movies, but it never got bad, or at least
Yeah,
would
it
you
never
agree?
did. Hulk,
Even in
though-
Endgame, you can say whatever you want about him being bigger and all that, but at least I think he went reversed back to his real self or something, didn't he?
I think he's gonna go
Something
back
like
to
that.
his old self
Yeah.
in Love and Thunder, I believe.
So like I said, wait, what'd you say? Is he gonna be like back to normal in Love and Thunder, or I didn't
I
hear.
think so. That's my guess.
Wait. Yeah, 'cause,
Deshaun says Toby is a better Peter Parker, Andrew is a better Spider-Man, but Tom Holland is a better both. If we're going by acting wise, I agree because Toby, I think, had more of the best moments as Peter Parker. Like just
Yeah,
Spider-Man
except
2
in 3.
alone. Yeah, except for 3. Like he is definitely very just Spider-Man 2 in general. Like it's so good.
dude. Until Into the Spider-Verse came out, that was always my favorite Spider-Man movie.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I would say Into the Spider-Verse is number 2, but Spider-Man 2 is number 1. Just
Yeah,
like
I hear some people say that it shouldn't count just because it's animated. As far as
No.
ranking the movies.
it
And I'm
should
like,
still count because it came out in cinema. So
mm-hmm. And that's the thing.
Spider-Verse
I
is a
hate it
fucking
when people just flack on animation like that. It's like,
masterpiece. Yeah.
because did they ever announce a sequel to that? Like, I
yes,
might be completely out of the loop, but good.
yeah, they are making they're making a second one.
Yeah, that's
Sweet.
confirmed.
Andrew being the better Spider-Man, again, I do agree with that. I think Andrew had probably the better showing because I think Andrew was definitely an underrated Peter Parker as well. But if we're going by
Mhm.
most emotional stuff, I think Maguire definitely nailed it. Andrew did a very good job as well too. Because again, they were trying to go for more realistic, and I think he did nail it for what it was.
Mhm.
Tom Holland being at least the better actor for both, I could agree with that. Yes,
Yeah.
but but Holland's movies to me are not the biggest fan of. Mainly, I think it's just because I read the comics. I think MCU Spider-Man is definitely overrated.
Yeah. He works better
agree.
when he's actually in the other movies, like the Avengers, and when he was in Civil War, as like when he's actually at his best, I would think.
Yeah, he was definitely at his best, not in his own movie, which is probably a sad thing.
Yeah.
Because the Russo brothers actually know
it's-
how to handle
and it's-
Spider-Man.
And
Yeah.
it's probably an overstatement saying this, but his ending in Infinity War, woof. That was harsh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Andrew's like, I disagree. Tom saying
You know
Mr.
how-
Stark in every scene.
And you know how bad it got? Like in my theater, me and my brother were walking out of Infinity War. And apparently it messed up people so bad because there's this mother and her 2 children. They were crying and her mom had to say, "It's okay, baby. You're not gonna disappear."
Oh, the Dustin.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They were
man.
they're like,
I was crushed too. I mean,
who would have thought? Like, would it have? I think put this in perspective. If Infinity War just ended on the status quo, they defeat Thanos and everything goes back to normal, do you feel like it would have been as impactful as it is?
I would probably say no, just because then it would just be
not.
like, damn, well,
Yeah.
okay, I guess.
So you're saying that if the Avengers did beat Thanos in Infinity War,
Yeah.
like if they did win,
Like they usually do in the other movies. If it was just Infinity War was like that.
oh, then we would not have gotten Endgame.
Nope. This still would have
No.
been an Avengers 4, but it just
Yeah.
And just before we get this quick thing, I also really thought they were gonna kill off Iron Man at that point.
Oh, a lot of people did. A lot of people did.
And it was the first time watching an MCU movie in the theater where I like outly like gasped at a moment.
Yeah.
Andrew says Toby and Andrew actually made their costume. Tom has Stark Tech. Okay, well, what point are you trying to make here? Because either way, in the comics, any of these things really can work. So
Yeah. Did he ever have any kind of like tech type suit in the comic?
yeah, he's had a bunch of them. So like either way, it works. I don't really know why that's a problem. It says Raimi and Toby actually understood and knew the character better than the others. Did they though? I mean, I'm not saying that they like in terms of the core stuff. Yes, like they got like the personal stuff down. They had the like they had the good characterization, but it's like again, as far as like comic book accurate, uh, I wouldn't go as far as say it's comic book accurate. I would say it gets the essence of the
Yeah.
character, and I think they do it very well for its own thing.
Hmm.
But I wouldn't go as far as to say like I would say as far as them understanding and knowing the character, Raimi, yes, because if I'm not mistaken, Raimi is a huge fan of the character, so
Hmm.
that makes sense. And
And
McGuire,
wasn't he like miserable making 3 because there was so much interfering?
yeah, because he didn't even want it because the thing he wanted to do for 3 got cut out because he wanted to do Venom.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was so miserable doing Spider-Man 3.
And honestly,
He
that's
really
the one thing
was.
that breaks my heart because Raimi, you could tell, genuinely wanted to make it a great film. But again, the studio was like, "No, we want you to do this," and Raimi was like, "No, I don't
And
want to
probably-
do that."
Like I said, I don't know much, but I can only assume that hardly any of what we actually got in the final film was actually Raimi's vision.
No, I don't think any of it was. The only thing that really was his was Sandman. Everything else was pretty much the studio.
Yeah. And I blame that on the fact that we never got like any more sequels, or at least one more.
Yeah.
Like,
Breaks
so
my
I'm
heart
actually
breaks my heart because Spider-Man 2 was amazing. It was
Yes.
fucking brilliant. It was one of the best comic movies ever made. And then
I still get all emotional, with Doc Ock's sacrifice.
oh my god, yeah, me too.
Best
And-
villain death or at least one of the best villain deaths in a comic book movie. At least for how iconic looking and impactful it is.
And the thing is
Yeah.
about Spider-Man, just so I'm kind of glad Raimi didn't do a Spider-Man 4. But before we get to that, apparently there's a rumor, an innuendo. I don't know if this is true or not, but apparently the rumor is that the studio were actually making a reboot while Raimi was actually trying to develop Spider-Man 4. Like, to me, if that's true, I think that's scummy on the studio's part.
I don't believe that's true, to be honest.
I don't
I would
think it's
hope-
true either.
I would hope it's not true.
Yeah,
Then that's
I don't
fucked.
believe it.
I don't think the studio would do that.
The
Like,
reboot
I-
probably only came around because they got in such a mess with the Raimi trilogy. Because with how 3 turned out.
Yeah, and with Spider-Man 4, they were gonna the studio basically were gonna fuck Raimi over again. Because I think Raimi said he wanted to do I think he wanted to do Vulture and Black Cat, if I'm not mistaken, and then the studio was like, no, we want you to do Lizard as well, and then they want to do some other stuff, and then Raimi was like, no, fuck this, I don't want to do it anymore. Like, he was pissed, and I'd be pissed too, because like I wouldn't fucking want to work there if I was unhappy. So I was like, you know what,
Yeah.
I kind of respect them for it.
Do you think we may ever get a 4, or do you feel like the time has passed for it?
Time has passed.
Again, at this point, it's like never say never because you're seeing a whole lot of stuff like happen.
Yeah.
So it's possible, but as far as like making like a 4th, it's more than likely unlikely unless they do like an animated one.
Yeah. I guess it would all also depend on if Toby or any of the others would want to even come back.
Because I'm pretty sure Raimi doesn't even want to do it. Because I think Raimi is probably still so pissed off by what happened. I'm pretty sure he's like, I don't want to work there.
Yeah.
Which makes me so happy that Sam Raimi is getting a second chance at doing another comic book movie, which is Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness.
And with
Yeah.
how great Marvel is, I don't think they would control him like Sony did.
Oh
No, I think they would
won't.
basically be like, just do whatever you want.
Yeah, Kevin Feige actually lets his directors fulfill their vision. So
Yeah.
Why
did oh, sorry, you can go. I'll just
No, you can go. I didn't want to.
And the guy who directed the first one, wasn't he signed on for the sequel? With Doctor Strange?
I don't know.
Oh, Derrickson?
Oh yeah, Scott Derrickson, yeah.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was signed on to it. But I guess they thought Sam Raimi was a better fit.
Oh, because I was gonna say, should we take that as a better sign that maybe there was some behind the scenes drama?
or like just creative differences, maybe just that.
Oh yeah, because I figured, because that was the Promised Spider-Man 3, so it has me kind of worried. I still have all the faith in the world with Raimi. It's just the fact that they changed directors and all that, and it's never happened with a Marvel film, as far as I know. With the MCU.
No, a lot of it happens with Star Wars, unfortunately.
Yeah, wasn't like what's his name who did Jurassic World supposed to do episode 9, and he's the
He
guy who had
was.
the Duel of the Fates script.
He was, and I love the Duel of the Face script. To be honest,
Yeah.
it was.
And how about this? Regardless of how the entire fan base would have thought of it, how would you have felt if Ryan Johnson had been like fully booked to do episode 9?
Oh god, I would have been all for it. I would have been all for it. Hell
yeah,
yes.
I think to me, if they were definitely gonna go, like to me, if Ryan Johnson did it, I feel like they would have had more. It would have looked like it had more of a plan to it because I think
Oh,
Ryan
yeah.
Johnson. I think Ryan Johnson had like an idea where he wanted to go, but then I don't know if it was just because again creative differences or if they were just like yeah fuck we don't like you or whatever.
Yeah,
Big
I would
reason- big
consider
reason
that.
why.
I would consider that another missed opportunity, along with the Duel of the Fates script.
Yeah, absolutely. Andrew says for Terminator, I love 1 and 2, but when it comes to the sequels, I just watch for Arnold kicking ass. That's, I mean, yeah, to a
Whatever floats your
degree.
boat, I guess.
I mean, I'll say Terminator 3 was definitely one of the more underrated sequels. Like, it's definitely not great, but it's like it's still a decent movie for what it is.
Better than
And-
Dark Fate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, screw Dark Fate.
Oh
my God.
gosh.
Andrew says Terminator and RoboCop crossover in the film in a movie. I'd buy that. Would you want that as well? I mean, sure. I mean, it would be cool maybe once, but like don't do what Alien vs Predator did and like make 2 crappy movies.
I thought the first one was okay. Nothing
Well, the first-
incredible, but yeah.
The first one was okay, but the second one was trash.
Oh yeah, I hate the second one. You can't even see what's going on, for Pete's sake.
Oh, the lighting in Alien vs. Predator Requiem is like, fucking horrendous.
Yeah.
Like if
And
they did
plus,
like an
a lot of the characters just felt like rip-offs of classic Alien characters.
yeah.
Pretty much.
Oh, and about Terminator, I was also gonna say is like, think of it this way: of all the movies that have tried to be Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines, Genesis, and Dark Fate. I mean, obviously, Dark Fate is the worst. But like, can we probably all agree that Rise of the Machines was the best attempt at a Terminator 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. After Dark Fate, I have a much better appreciation for Terminator 3 now.
Yeah, because at least John Connor's still alive, for Pete's sake.
At least, they treat John Connor like shit.
And it's the obvious way they could have gone, but Adam was spot on in his review of said what they could have done. And like, if they wanted to kill him off, like you've probably seen his video,
It's
like what they
it's
could have done.
It's like so many people say that they ruined. So many people say that they ruined Luke Skywalker's character in The Last Jedi. I'm like,
Mhm.
no. I introduced you to a film called Terminator Dark Fate, where they ruined John Connor. That's
'cause it just-
that's bastardizing a character, not Luke in The Last Jedi. No.
And I cracked up when Adam said this, because he said there's a difference between, having balls and kicking your audience in the balls. Like that was just like Adam's great.
Oh yeah.
Like he was one of the ones that I just always trust as far as, being able to get an indication on if it's a movie I would like, or if it's one that I should probably skip.
yeah.
Andrew says if Edward Norton's Hulk stayed, would he have worked well with the other MCU cast?
We'll never know. I mean,
Yeah, it's very hard to tell.
Why did they can him anyway? Like,
I'm
or-
gonna say
or-
creative differences. I think.
Yeah, that's
well,
my
I guess
guess.
canning him was not the right word, because I was thinking maybe he just chose not to come back or something. I don't know.
I think a lot of it had to do with I think it had to do with the Incredible Hulk and that he didn't get any like writing credit or whatever. Like he and Marvel just didn't get along or whatever. I don't know. It was something like
Yeah.
that.
It's a shame because he was pretty good in the role. Much
Oh,
better
absolutely.
than we don't talk about that other film.
Ooh, Eric Bana.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, though, too. It's like he was just playing a crappy movie. I could maybe, if I gave him another chance, maybe, but nah, he's
Eric
probably
Bana,
sucked.
it's like most movies where it's a bad story is my only problem with it. Is Eric Bana is a is a fine choice for Bruce Banner, but it's all about execution, you know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Thoughts on Ant-Man 3 having Kang the Conqueror? To me, I would have think they would have waited till like an Avengers film to do it. I think that's probably a really bad choice to do it for an Ant-Man film.
Especially
I
the
figured
disappointment.
that Kang the Conqueror would have been their next Thanos, you know, what they build up to next.
Yeah, that's kind of
Especially how disappointing Ant-Man the Wasp was. Dude,
I don't get the hate for that. Like it just feels like just they're harmless type of MCU film.
it was just like okay at best.
And plus, give it credit though, it was a nice bit of levity after Infinity War.
That is true, but I think
I feel like in Ant-Man 2, they just went too much on the humor. Personally, it's like there wasn't
Yeah.
like much of a balance.
Yeah.
but
And was there story
yeah.
problems too for you?
I would say so, yeah. Again, I didn't really like the villain that much.
Yeah.
I just never really cared for Ant-Man, to be completely honest. I think he's just kind of okay.
Yeah. But I will see Ant-Man 3 because I wish I give every movie a
Yeah.
chance. I always
Can we
try
at least
to.
agree that Michael Douglas, because as good as Paul Rudd is, we can probably all agree that Michael Douglas was always the best part of those movies. He's
Oh
just
yeah.
really good.
Oh yeah.
Nothing against
Deshaun says,
Paul Rudd or anything, but it's you know what I mean.
Deshaun says he hates Avengers Age of Ultron. I wouldn't necessarily go to say I hate it. It's kind of like the middle child, where it's like Avengers Age of Ultron sandwiched in between Avengers and Infinity War. It's like in comparison, it's not that good.
You know, I pray for anyone that just goes into these movies blind and just chooses to watch just the 4 Avengers movies in order. Because you obviously, there's other movies you would have missed.
Yeah. Ooh.
I mean, my cousin is getting to watch the MCU for the first time.
Yeah.
She's just about to finish Captain Marvel, and then it's on to Endgame.
Andrew said, fun fact, Disney and MCU had to pay RDJ to continue after Iron Man 3 since that was his last movie in the MCU in his contract and renew his contract. I did not know that.
I didn't even know Disney bought. I know they eventually did, but I didn't think that Disney bought the MCU until like 2015 or 2016. Like around when Civil War came out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When did they buy them anyway?
They must have bought him out like a couple. I don't know. I would say around there or like a few years earlier, but I know it's in that time frame.
Yeah.
But Andrew actually has a interesting question. Who has had the better games, Spider-Man or Batman? That's kind of a tough one because Spider-Man has like more games, but Batman has the Arkham games, so it's kind of like take it or leave it. Like which ones were really good in terms of Spider-Man? You had Spider-Man 2, I guess we'll say Spider-Man 2, the old like PS1 games. You had Web of Shadows, Ultimate Spider-Man, the PS4 game. Like Spider-Man has had a lot, but Batman has also had quite a few games that are really good. Again, it goes by preference. I'm probably gonna say Spider-Man because PS4 Spider-Man rules all.
Yeah.
I'm going Spider-Man as well because, oh god, Batman Arkham Knight was fucking god. fucking awful.
I'll say this about Arkham Knight because I have played all the Arkham games. It's not the worst game I've ever played. There's a lot worse. Like the combat in Arkham Knight's good. I will say the combat is fun when you're actually doing combat stuff. The Batmobile sucks. That's the thing that kills the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't like the Batmobile that much.
Like, if they did it more sparingly, I would have liked it a little bit more, but it's like the entire game. I'm just like, no, this is not for me.
So, yeah, I'd probably say Spider-Man has the better games too, especially that new one that's coming out. A buddy of mine, like I go over and we hang sometimes, and I've seen him play it, and it just the graphics look really really good.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man's great.
Yeah.
Andrew says best MCU Captain America outfit.
That's a particular one. I figure they
All right, EJ, no
I
problem,
don't-
man. We're
Yeah.
gonna wrap up soon anyway. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna give everybody a 5-minute warning. I'm gonna
Yeah.
start wrapping this up soon because it's late
Alright
and I
then.
gotta sleep. Andrew says best MCU Captain America outfit.
Oh. For me, let me see.
It's definitely not the first Avengers one.
No, definitely not. I'm going Endgame. I love his suit in Endgame.
Like, what was up with the Avengers one? It looked like rubber, if that makes sense.
It really did, and it looked like something from a Halloween store. To be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Endgame as well. Andrew
I'd
says,
probably say Winter Soldier.
ooh,
Oh,
yes,
that's a good one too. That's a
that
really
that
good
was also
one.
really good. Yeah.
And plus, they did have that funny scene where they steal it from the museum, and you get Stan Lee, and he's like, "I am so fired."
Andrew says better MCU villain: Loki, Thanos, or Killmonger.
Thanos, dude.
Thanos.
Yes,
Are you
Thanos.
kidding me?
And they're all great villains, like already
Yeah.
anyway. But before Thanos, like Loki was always my favorite villain, because I guess he was the only one that would stick around. Because you're the other ones we're just like one movie done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Deshaun says Avengers Age of Ultron could set up Doctor Doom because they blow up a whole country up, and Doctor Doom could be rebuilding it, making it his own country. I could see it happening. I don't know if that's necessarily something it's possible, but
Who could you even cast as Doctor Doom? Like, because every Fantastic Four movie's kind of failed at that, getting a good Doom.
Yeah, they
Would-
have.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't know.
Like, and this is someone who likes the original two, like Fantastic Fours. You know which ones I'm talking about? Like,
the Chris
that's just-
Evans?
yeah, like it's just Doctor Doom they didn't get right. The story's there for the character wise, the story's there, but it's just they didn't cast him right. And then the film that shall not be named, don't even get me started on that.
No.
Fantastic.
Oh, that was awful.
That movie can go rot in hell.
It is the worst Marvel movie of all time.
But-
Really.
But we do know like what happened though is that like it wasn't Josh Trank's fault though.
No, Studio
No.
Complex.
So it could have been good. It's just that they hacked to bits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna answer these last two questions and then we're gonna wrap it up for the night because I know Andrew says iconic MCU moment.
Portals.
Yeah.
Yeah, they go portals from Endgame.
Oh, and I was
And-
also gonna say, wouldn't it have been cool, like particularly in Endgame, because it's Captain America's final movie, like they have a reference to the fact that he was the Human Torch, like say he's in the battle, and then like say part of his suit's on fire, and he's like, or something like that.
That would
see.
be
I see. Yeah, that would have been cool, I guess.
Yeah.
And then last question: best actor to say I'm Batman.
They've all done it pretty good though. So that's,
Yeah.
Or would-
Oh boy.
I'll say Bale just because I guess he's more famous at it,
Bale?
I suppose.
yeah, and they set it up well too, like because you got Falcone in the car. What the hell are you? I'm Batman.
If only
Then,
I
like,
liked,
headbutts
if
him.
only I liked his Batman voice better. I mean, Bale's Batman
Yeah.
voice and the Dark
It
Knight
was
trilogy.
good in the first one, but then they just
Yeah, they
yeah.
just went overboard with it.
And Nostalgia Critic made a good joke of that. It's like, I just don't like it when you make it sound like Batman has throat cancer.
He really did have throat cancer. He really did.
He did? Like, did the
No,
actor?
no,
Oh,
I mean, it really sounded like he did
yeah.
have throat cancer, or like
Mhm.
a person, that smoked cigarettes for like 100 years.
Mm-hmm. You forgive it though, because obviously it's an incredible trilogy.
Absolutely.
Well, I do like Batman Begins, and I do like Dark Knight Rises very much.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm definitely so. First of all, I would like to thank the chat here. You guys were fantastic tonight as well. I do apologize for keeping everybody up late at like 2 o'clock.
Oh no,
I-
it's anytime. I'm always game.
Yeah, for Zach, this is your first time on the channel. You were fantastic here.
Thank you.
Great conversation. EJ, thank you for coming on here as well.
Yeah.
Ninjoid, I'm gonna say thank you to Ninjoid. I'm gonna say thank you to CC for coming on as well. You guys are great. Yeah, and I'm also gonna thank the chat as well. I'm gonna thank Andrew, Deshaun, Anzo, Emma, BFF, Sour, It's Your Boy. Also, It's Your Boy, thank you for being on the panel. I apologize if it was a little awkward. And, just thank everybody in the chat. I'm gonna let everybody plug their stuff here at the end so that way we can wrap this up.
All right. Or you can go EJ first if you want.
Yeah,
So
EJ,
you
you go
guys,
first.
so you guys can follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can find me on Facebook as well, and on Storm Nation Discord server.
All right. You can find me like it says it right there. Zach Axiola, and I don't like and Ninjoids. I said this too, is that I don't have a particular schedule, like because nothing comes out much given our current climate. Like I just do random live streams, but I do have two things planned where I'm gonna be doing like DVD and Blu-ray collection. My DVD collection will be first because I'm waiting for Tom's Magic Railroad Blu-ray to come in. I ordered it, so then I'll do my Blu-ray collection. So that's what I got planned. And yeah.
Very nice. You guys can find me on my channel, The Oscillator. I am at 62 subscribers, so 8 left until I hit 80. So if you guys have not subscribed yet, please do so. I do 3 streams per week. I might do a gaming stream later on today. If I have the time to do it, I might be asleep. And you guys find me on Twitter, The Oscillator 17. You guys can also find me on my Discord at The Oscillator, and yeah, that's about it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Yeah, thanks for the invite. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you are definitely welcome to come on my streams, my friend. You are fantastic.
Anytime. All right.
And yeah, guys, this is the Oscillator and Zach and EJ and Ninjoid and everybody and CC and It's Your Boy signing out. See you later, guys.